you got me. I didn't think about this one.
What up? Oh, wait, we're on? Oh, yeah, what up? We're on.
What up?
Oh, the music got done.
You can kind of hear it.
Talking Normies
Podcast.
Hey,
What up, what up?
It's the Talking Normies podcast, your favorite movie podcast with your movie dudes who watch movies, dude. And today, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Chris.
It's Mickey.
I'm Pat.
I'm Spidey.
Yeah.
And as a fun to do, because we do have a lot to talk about and things to discuss, we won't be doing our weekend catch-ups like we usually do.
However,
We're going to be keeping it easy and doing haikus.
that's not
And you said
easy,
keep
though.
it easy, huh?
I suggested something easier.
it
All right, fine.
easy,
I'll
huh?
do a haiku.
No, I'll do
You
a
got-
haiku. I'll do a haiku.
You don't have to do a haiku if you don't want
I'm gonna do
to.
a haiku.
Haiku, not a haiku. To
Haiku,
tell us
haiku.
about your weekend. But I'm going to do one, and it is,
Do a haiku about haiku.
last weekend was fun. I had a lot of green drinks. Me and George went club. There you go.
Okay, what? Hold on, let me remember what I did first.
It was St.
It was St. Patrick's Day, so you
Patty.
might have had a green drink or two if you were out and about.
Oh, no. Okay. I didn't. I stayed at my home. Yeah, nice. Because no. To film a video. Oh. Now, damn, I only have 4 left.
4, you have 5 left.
No, because I did. Oh, you're right. Wait,
5, 7, 5.
but I only got to 6. Okay,
I stayed
it
at-
was fun, yo. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. We're not simulcasting, so if you're over on YouTube, you're not, because we're not there
All
right
right,
now.
let me see.
Man, that was difficult,
So
dude.
it was, you said
Haikus are
5,
difficult.
7, 5. All
5,
right.
Yeah.
7, 5.
All right. Last week, I'm just.
If you want to do last weekend, that's what I did.
But I
last
already used all my
weekend.
syllables then.
Yeah,
that's 3.
Yeah, so you got to be
Last weekend,
You got to be
something.
you got to be precise with your
Last
messaging. That's the
weekend.
whole point.
It's like Twitter all over again. Fuck.
Yeah, bro, you got to be precise.
140
with your
characters,
messaging.
baby. Come on.
Fuck. I don't want to do last weekend.
Mike,
Okay.
Mike. It's hard. That's the whole art form of haikus.
What did you do last
You have
weekend?
to be
All right. So
concise and poignant.
I went out to Briarpool last weekend,
Okay.
and but that's already out.
I got you. So you could say,
Went to Broad Ripple.
Went
Yeah.
to Briarpool.
went to Broad Ripple, did not get shot. Thank God.
And then
Bet.
That's another 5, but now you need a 7.
7. So what was it?
It doesn't
5,
have to
then
be
7.
575. It could be 557. It could be you.
For
can,
real?
You can. I think
gotta
you
be
can.
5,
I thought it was 5, 7,
It's gotta have
5.
that structure.
But I thought you could like fuck with it like if you do like 5, 8, 4 like that. Like as long as you're hitting the. I could be totally wrong on that too.
There's a writer out
I'm
there
proud-
right now. Who's
Right. There's a Japanese dude jumping into our messages right now who's just like, you motherfuckers.
Look,
getting
I'm
canceled
just,
in Japan for sure.
I'm just, I'm
Let's just
somebody
stick with
on
575 since we at least know that that is right.
I cleaned my dog.
I cleaned my dog cage, maybe?
No, so I didn't want. So I deferred my dog.
Okay.
Does that hit about my syllables?
I deferred my dog. Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah.
That's 7.
There we go. That's why. There we go.
That's it.
Well, hold on. Say the whole thing, bro.
Oh, last week. No, went to Broad Ripple. I cleaned my dog.
No, went to Broad Ripple. I did not get shot.
Shot. God.
I
deferred
deferred
my
my dog.
Nice.
Nice.
575.
This is so difficult.
We're
It's going to be even harder for Spidey. Spidey, you got it.
St. Patty's green drinks friends
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
got wasted with Eli and Bria.
that's way more.
Hangover. Got wasted with.
No,
Eli
got
and
wasted.
Bria.
Wasted is 2.
Oh well, then that's still
Just change it to got drunk.
Got wasted with Eli and Bria.
Nice.
7. hangover was unreal.
All right, way easy for everybody.
Hey, you went easy with that shit, damn.
All right.
Hey, so you
Bars.
said one of you guys said one of the Japanese writers going to be mad. Is Haiku just Japanese originated or origination?
Yeah, it's a Japanese style of poetry.
Okay.
Nice. We nailed it, though.
And then
All of Japan knows.
And Haiku is an anime.
All right, cool. So check it out, guys. Today we're talking about Poor Things, the movie. Hopefully you watched it because that's the point of the Movie Club podcast. Otherwise, you guys are just sitting around getting spoiled on movies you haven't seen, which I find weird, but some people are into that.
Some people's thing.
But what we're going to be talking about before that is some other stuff. Pat really wants to sell us on Jake Paul. And
Yes.
so
Oh, yeah, what is that fascination,
before we
man?
get into it, I want to give Pat a solid chance to get his
Yes.
premise out before we drop kick this man
please.
about how much of a fucknut Jake Paul is.
All I ask is for like 3 to 4 minutes of uninterrupted
We
silence.
will give you 4 minutes. Hold on.
Wait,
I'm gonna set it.
what are you about
Can we
to
get a
pitch?
picture
Jake
of Jake
Paul.
Paul in case
He's
anyone
about to
doesn't
just
know
tell
who
us
he
about
is?
how cool Jake Paul is.
Isn't
Listen.
one of them like not cool or something? Aren't they?
Both of them are pretty. Look, they've had their past, but
No,
Pat,
no,
hold on. Before you get started, I'm gonna set. Hold on. Please set 4 minutes on timer.
All right. So this past weekend, I was watching. Actually, I watched South Park's Creed, and I watched the Prime Drink, and I was like, man, fucking the Paul brothers. I hated the Paul brothers. Like I always hated the Paul brothers. I hated Jake Paul and all those guys. I have nothing to say about these guys. I hated the shit out of them. And I watched Creed, and I was like, man, I hate these guys. How they use cred. I was like, man, I hate how they use kids and shit like that. And then Then Netflix had a documentary called Untold Stories of Jake Paul and the boxing thing. So I watched that, and I'm like, damn. So Jake Paul is a shithead. I do not agree with. I agree with everyone. Like him and his brothers are assholes or whatever. He went like. I also want to show people there's a different light to Jake Paul, meaning like he was dropped by Disney, and for someone that kid, obviously these guys were kids making a lot of money, so they were doing some stupid shit, and we would all do some stupid shit when we were kids if we had that kind of money and stuff and that kind of access to shit. So there were kids that were doing stupid shit. Disney dropped him, and then the documentary said that at one point he was thinking about like his parents were worried, his dad and brother were worried that he's going to kill himself. So for him to like get out of that and then to become everyone thought about boxing for him was just a thing to do, but he
3
changed.
minutes left. 3 minutes
3 minutes left. He changed the world of boxing in terms of he's bringing more eyes to boxing. A female boxer named Amanda Serrano, she was around boxing for so long. She was making $10,000 fight. Now because she's with Jake Paul, she's making $1 million for a fight. She should be making a lot more for a fight. She's trying to bring unions for boxing, and like boxers don't even have unions. And he's doing a lot of good things for boxing. He's making boxing legitimate. Even Mike Tyson, he's fighting Mike Tyson. Even Mike Tyson said Jake Paul is trying to change boxing. He's trying to bring unions. The old guard is trying to keep Jake Paul down, and like he's no different than Floyd Mayweather. And he is an actual boxer. If you see his first boxing match to now, the transformation he made and the people he's fighting, he is an actual boxer. That's his craft now. And I actually like finishing the documentary. I actually became like. People talk about the shit that he's gone through. I also think about the shitty parents that he had. His dad was an abusive motherfucker to him. That's what they told it. Like that's what I learned in the podcast. Like the reason the way he is right now is also because of his dad. He doesn't even have a really good relationship with his dad either.
You're at the 2 minute mark.
2 minute mark. And I would strongly suggest people to like watch the documentaries, like 60-minute documentaries called Untold Stories on Jake Paul. It is different. You might have like again. Just like everyone, like I hate the Paul brothers. They're assholes. And I still don't care for Logan Paul, but for Jake Paul, for someone who at a young age to get him out of the darkness that he got out of his darkness and to come back and still like come back on top, that was dope. Like that motivated me. I was like, man, Disney dropped him. Everybody fucking dropped him. Nobody wanted to fuck with him. His own brother dropped him. He was out of the internet, and then he chose something different. He gave himself to boxing, and he found some right people in boxing to help him where he's at. But I feel like he is going like he's already changed boxing. And I feel like the people that are giving him shit for is just the old guard because they want to keep boxing how it was. But look, Floyd Mayweather changed boxing. Conor McGregor changed boxing. Why can't Jake Paul change boxing? And he's doing it for the best because, again, he's trying to change, making sure minimum fighters get minimum pay. Like fighters that don't get that much recognition get at least minimum pay. Get health insurance after they're done with boxing. Make sure I'm done.
35 seconds.
And again, I know people are like, well, don't care. Like that probably doesn't change what Jake Paul has done in the past. But like Jake Paul was also introduced to big corporations that took also advantage of the Paul brothers. Like, Jake Paul didn't come with all this money and then start doing all the merchandising. Someone came in and took advantage of these brothers as well. We should also like talk about the corporations that came in and funded these guys. Well, I'm just done because
Hold on, Mickey. Before you go, I just want to say, I think there's a big difference. Hold on, I'm gonna let my little timer go.
That
off.
was legitimately one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life.
Before, because Mickey's chronically online, so he's got plenty to say about it because he already knows. But I think before we do, we just got to talk about. There's a big difference betwing fame and infamy. And one of the main infamy is like being famous essentially for being a piece of shit, like for being an annoying asshole. Like you can be like serial killers are infamous. They're famous, but they're famous for all the wrong reasons, right? And so like Jake Paul, a lot of the things that he did when his come up was essentially just like, can I be as annoying and toxic as possible for his entire career? And he's also translated that into boxing because the more annoying he is, the more annoying he is, the more we want to see him get punched in the face. It's also different being annoying to adults than it is for kids because most of his fan base is fucking kids by his own admission. That's all I want to say. Mickey?
Can you while I ask this question, because I don't know the answer, but who do you think funded the documentary?
That is exactly what I wanted to know.
No,
too.
this is definitely.
It's a 60-minute documentary. That's it. That's all. That's all they gave this motherfucker.
Untold Stories is Untold Stories is an ESPN thing.
Okay. So it's an ESPN thing.
So Untold Stories is a series of Untold Stories of other things.
So there's but I still feel like this is one of those cases where like crypto scammers like because like journalism is so unprofitable these days. You can literally buy an article at Forbes. Like being featured in Forbes doesn't mean shit anymore. So I'm sure I don't know this. I'm speculating, but I'd be willing to bet that he paid his way into that. He is the biggest disgrace to the internet. He is one of the biggest disgraces to just social standing in general. Why do you think he got kicked from Disney?
I was gonna say that.
Well, he was a
huge piece of shit.
Yeah, but also like he was a kid.
No, you had your time. Let me talk now. How many scams has Jake Paul run? Do you know how much money these motherfuckers have stolen from people and also promoting like crypto shit? Like they have actively ruined fucking lives, and they don't deserve any shred of respect from anybody. These motherfuckers are like literally evil. Like you're praising evil.
To add in, when he was kicked out of Disney, he was 20 years old. So while he was a kid, he was definitely an adult, and he was kicked out. And this is coming from this website where it says that he was fired from Disney's show for terrorizing his neighbors in 2015.
Because they were doing the house, like the TikTok house type. That's like the pranks house. Like
that's
what the documentary. It was in the documentary.
Yeah, it was
but
the Paul
they
house.
Ruined somebody's house. Like
no, it was their own house. They were doing
they were terrorizing their neighbors by pranking them and being again annoying as shit. Like that was kind of their whole thing.
Like I don't know why anybody would want to. Again, he's not. Yeah. Again, that was a great point. There's a great difference between famous and infamy. I don't. If you know the bad things he's done, I don't understand your thought process of giving it. And also, I don't think he's done shit for boxing except ruin the sport and ruin the respect of the sport. These fights are not even technically matches. They're fucking
exhibitions.
They're exhibitions. These are sparring events. These aren't even actual exhibition matches.
So you're telling me Amanda Serrano was not? She was making $10,000 a fight, and now she's making $1 million.
I don't know about all that.
That's one person
because she was a woman boxer that's been around for a while, and she was a 14-time champion making shit.
And then did some white dude come pick her up and more money?
But she's making $1 million per fight because of the eyes of boxing because she signed with this company, promotion company.
It's probably
Mike Tyson's been in boxing for a long time, and he even said boxing was dying,
and he's gonna throw the fight for a paycheck and ruin his fucking legacy.
How do you know that?
Because every motherfucker they fought has thrown the fucking fight. There's no chance these motherfuckers. Look, I'm not Jake Jake Paul is a good boxer. He is. He can fight. But like seeing his training versus all of his opponents that he's ever fought, dude, they threw fights. Like this is a known thing. This is a known thing.
You know, Tyson Fury's son fought him. That was a legit fight, and he beat Tyson. Like that was a legit fight. And the son won, but he even said he was a legit fighter. And Tyson Fury's son comes from a generation.
But it doesn't matter. Like this is a setup. Like every fight the Paul brothers have fought. Like it's been they fucking.
I mean, that's why Jake does, or not Jake. Logan does wrestling now.
Except Mayweather, because he has too big of an ego to like take that. You
Logan,
know? But like every other person, they've thrown fights. This is a known thing.
But
these are rigged events.
Because like outside of the boxing thing, all right, sure. If boxing was dying, according to Mike Tyson, one of the best boxers of all time, and he's bringing new light to boxing, that's cool. But he's benefiting right now, like Mike Tyson and this lady. Is he going to benefit the whole industry? That would still be cool. So hold on. He can help out a whole industry, and that's fine. That doesn't clean his hands of the shitty things that he's done. One of the main ones is he's been accused of scamming his fans, and he was selling educational programmers on becoming rich and famous online, which were a very misleading thing. And on top of that, it's mostly the kids. This is where the whole entire problem comes from. Like, yeah, he does got money. Yeah, he has done some cool things for boxing, but like, you know,
yeah, we did stupid shit as kids too. We also watched dumb people, but it's like it's different now. We didn't have like YouTube necessarily. We didn't have like the bad sources and the bad influences that we had in our lives. Like, I don't know, man, we used to watch like break.com and like fucked up videos and like bum fights and shit, but we weren't consuming that every second of every day. Like these motherfuckers that get famous have an obligation to be like good role models, and they have actively
only if their main audience is kids and they're doing kids on purpose. We don't have to be good role models,
and they know who their fucking audience is, and dude, it's just like their wealth and everything they have is ill-gotten, and it shouldn't be respected. And I can't even, if you're memeing right now, I can't meme with you because these motherfuckers are fucking awful people.
So here's the thing. I would strongly suggest, like, obviously
I will not.
Why not? Because you hate him that much. You don't want to, like.
I know enough about him. I've been on the internet.
So you wouldn't want to see that documentary?
No, I don't, because I have seen.
Stuck in your own perspective.
I have seen enough. Okay, you want to talk about perspectives? I can list all the videos I've seen on the internet of independent journalism, not Netflix or some big corporation making some fucking puff piece on a motherfucker. I've seen videos of people on YouTube doing active independent journalism, and I will trust their fucking opinions over fucking Netflix or some ESPN bullshit.
Like I'm saying, but like, so why would ESPN put something?
I have seen. Okay,
ESPN's gonna put something.
You
bad
saw
out.
one documentary and you're ready to praise this motherfucker.
Though.
Huh?
It benefits ESPN.
But they're not gonna like. This
fight's gonna be showed on Netflix, right? So Netflix is going to get benefited from seeing this fight. I'm literally gonna watch this fight on Netflix, right? So Netflix has an incentive to make sure that more people want to watch this. Let's bring, like, I do understand that they're gonna put out. I'm not considering this documentary journalism because I don't consider documentaries journalism. Some documentaries are, but a lot of documentaries are made for entertainment. I bet you this is more entertainment than it is journalism, right? This isn't a deep dive to uncover the true person that Jake Paul is. It's trying to give Jake Paul a nice light before this giant fight that's about to happen on Netflix.
But see, this documentary came out last year.
Netflix.
Not this fight that just started. Like, this documentary came out last year.
It doesn't matter. It's still a puff piece.
I still see the people that get to benefit from it. I don't see that.
I've seen enough on this dude to know who he is. Some puff piece documentary is not going to change my mind on Jake Paul. Like, you haven't seen most of the things that is out there about him. You saw one documentary and you're like, oh, he's awesome. He's changing boxing. He's making a fucking mockery of the sport.
But also, like, I don't like. Liking him doesn't do anything better for my life, and disliking him doesn't. I don't think about Jake Paul, and I don't really care about him. Same with Logan. Logan's out here doing actively better than Jake, and I don't really give a fuck. Like,
literally same.
Yeah, right.
I forget when I stopped paying attention to them, but at some point I saw on TV and I saw on just the internet. I said, it was a white dude doing white dude fucker.
I have a heart.
He's gonna get rich from this, so I don't care to try to stop it. I don't care to do anything with it. He's gonna keep doing whatever he does. He didn't do anything to change boxing. He didn't do anything to. He got some chick paid more. That's cool.
Well, yeah, but he's also
which is definitely
a
awesome.
union. There was never a fucking union. He's cool. Bringing that in with Anderson Sevilla. That he like the guy. Those two going against each other. He's working with Anderson Sevilla to bring a union together to boxing. There's never been a union, and only old rich fucks were making money off.
Look, then that's good for boxing, and that can be good. I'm not discrediting any of the good things that he's done. What I'm saying is that one, I don't really watch boxing, so whatever he does for boxing really has no value on me. Two, I never really watched Jake Paul because I wasn't a fucking kid when he was coming up, so I didn't watch that. Same for Logan Paul. we can talk about a controversial figure that I grew up with that really changed a lot of things in my life, like Kanye West, but I don't fuck with Kanye West anymore because of the shit that he says. In 10 years from now, if Kanye West changes the landscape of music for the better, I'll be like, that's really good that he changed the landscape of music for the better, but I also stopped fucking with him a long time ago. You can do good shit now that doesn't erase your past. And on top of that, if the good shit you're doing now is reflective still of the annoying asshole past that you used to have, I kind of fuck with it less. Like, there's the reason why I can listen to Michael Jackson's music and I don't listen to R. Kelly's. R. Kelly is actively talking about the shit that he was doing that made him a bad person. Michael Jackson really didn't, right? Jake Paul is still actively doing the kind of shit that made him a bad person. Like, he's just still monetizing off of the same behavior, which is being an asshole. Just like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, huge asshole, riles people up, and he's like, talk shit. Like, that's a part of boxing, and I fuck with that.
But that sells fights.
Yeah, but I don't, and that doesn't, I don't care about that. Like, I don't watch boxing.
The amount of
like
crypto
you know
scams
what I mean?
these motherfuckers have run, like, they should both be in jail. Like, I don't think you understand the financial turmoil they have. They have.
They were
on
crypto
people.
scammers. That is exactly why I
like
didn't
continuous,
care to look at anything
not
they
just
were doing.
one scam. Like,
Yeah,
continuous.
that was their thing.
Like, they should be in prison. Like, according to our laws, according to the fucking rules and regulations of this country, these motherfuckers should be in prison right now.
Well, I'm not like disagreeing, but other people should
Yeah,
give thanks to
that's
people who are funding him. Like, he did not come up with the crypto scammers came to them and they put them on. Like,
That's fine.
They still used it. Look,
but they still
did bad
it.
things,
Wait.
though, right? And they got paid off of it. They're rich.
If someone came and brought us a bunch of heroin, it was just like, you guys are now heroin dealers, and then we sold it, we were like, well, it's not our problem. Someone just gave it to us. That's
Right?
not how
Yeah,
that shit
I know
works.
deal with
Well,
all
yeah,
those
but
heroin.
you're gonna
You're a heroin
you can't just blame them. You gotta also blame the supplier.
Sure,
Yeah.
then they all deserve the same amount of blame.
You should-
And
also,
before you
yes.
go off on that again, I'll give you videos to watch online. They were directly involved in the making of the scams, especially fucking Logan
Dink
Paul.
Doink.
Yeah, Logan Paul, the fucking crypto zoo thing, which he still hasn't pledged to. He pledged to pay back $1 million to all the victims, which was
did
like
not.
was like a bucket, like a drop in the bucket to begin with. He still hasn't done it. There's DMs, there's leaked DMs. Like, bro, their careers have already been dissected. A 60-minute documentary on ESPN doing a puff piece on this motherfucker is nothing. It's compared to the plethora of information. Like, their careers have been like closely followed from day one, and there is a mountain of shit versus maybe a few good things that they may or may not have done.
Yeah, we're giving them money for continuing to do the same shitty behaviors. And like, I legitimately think that Logan Paul has done a really great job PR wise and like turning his shit around. The dink doink thing that just happened like
Logan
a
did.
year and a half
Logan
ago.
did.
He's still doing it. Like,
He almost had a redemption arc.
Almost.
Logan legitimately almost had a redemption arc, and I was even turning around on Logan. But yeah, it's
fucking dink doink, bro.
It's these guys.
Or
are
was
like
that? Hold on, it wasn't dink doink. My bad. It was
Crypto Zoo?
Crypto Zoo. Hold on, one of them did dink doink and the other one did Crypto Zoo.
No. Logan did both.
He did both.
Yeah.
Jesus
well, I
Christ.
mean, they both like when you're talking about crypto, like. Jake is probably silently involved in these. Like, there's no way one brother would be doing it and the other wouldn't be. Like, Logan is like the face of all these like crypto things that they've done. Like, Dink Doink was one, and then fucking
Crypto Zoo.
Yeah,
They didn't pay people. They
which also, if you're investing in something called Dink Doink, I mean, I don't really have.
Excuse me, sir. I bought bikes off of Dogecoin. So I mean, you say that, but also
Yeah,
like
but Dogecoin has been something that.
Better?
Huh?
Because the name's
they're
better.
equal, I'm just saying they're equally as dumb, but Dink Doink is Dink Doink.
They're equally as dumb, but Doge had been around for like years, and it was like it kind of there was a kind of meme surrounding it, but they're literally out of nowhere something called Dink Doink shows up, and your favorite influencer is like, "Yeah, dude, you should definitely fucking invest in this."
Buy it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and to the comments, because we are live, Sunshine says, I can't get over the suicide force for Logan Paul, which is 100% like, if you can't get past that, no one's going to be like, well, but he's done so much good. It's like, yeah, but he also literally made fun of like one of the worst things that fucking happens that can happen to a person, and like he treated it lightly. And like, I know that would, and there was no point in time in my age history that I would have gone to a suicide force to find a dead body and like put that on camera.
So
and this is Logan, not Jake. But
well, let's explain so Logan Paul, he went to Japan, and there's this place called the Suicide Force, which is, I mean, you can imagine what happens there.
it's exactly what it sounds like.
So they went. So this is when they used to do like vlogs and shit, and like he went into it actively knowing like what it was, and like he went to go looking for a potential. They came upon
Trying to find a body.
They came upon somebody that had off themselves, and he just recorded it and just vlogged it.
Oh, he put it in a thumbnail.
Yeah, and he put it in the thumbnail.
He like had it blurred out, but he had his face in like the shot.
Had taken like selfies and shit. Like it was just wild, dude. That's the level of like narcissism and like out of touch with like not even society, but just being a fucking decent human person. Like that is the lack of empathy that is in these people. So I don't give a shit what they are doing for anything
for a laugh. So like we're not.
These are not names to be touted. These are not names to be praised.
But I also think that a slightly deeper thing too is that people like want to believe that some of these heels aren't just being heels to be heels. But like Conor McGregor, perfect example, is an asshole. He's been a heel his whole entire career and he's gotten plenty of trouble for it. But like he makes money off of that. I don't fuck with Conor McGregor. I don't fuck with anybody whose whole entire thing is I'm an annoying asshole and that's my thing.
I think I would want a drink with Conor McGregor just to hear him say something like in person.
But see,
some shock jock shit.
There's a difference in somebody kind of playing that persona and somebody that just is that person. You know, like, and that I think that's the difference. Is like you can tell when somebody like Conor. Yeah, I'm sure he's kind of an asshole, but like he plays it up for the camera. You can kind of that's the gist I get. But like, when you look somebody in the eyes and there's just nothing there, like no care for the outside world and you can tell all they're thinking about them is themselves. Like nothing else matters. And they're willing to step on anyone or do any shitty thing to get to the next ring of success. Fuck that guy, dude. I don't give a shit. Like there's nothing you can say that's going to.
Are you guys going to watch the fight?
Oh,
no.
With him and Tyson?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's going to be there. It's going to be on Netflix.
I'm definitely going to watch
it.
Watching that shit for Tyson.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
You don't have to. You've already paid for it.
I'm not. Okay, well, if it's on Netflix, then yeah, we'll probably.
We should low-key react to it on the podcast.
Yeah. I really hope Tyson doesn't throw the fight. I don't
think Tyson would throw the fight.
He's going to though, because that's the whole fucking
here's the thing, though.
That's the whole model. That's the whole model, bro. Look at all the fights. Look at all the people that
he also fought people and he lost to people.
No. Every pay-per-view fight. Okay, fucking what Ben Askren, was that the last one? He threw the fight, dude. Like it's just very obvious.
Ben Askren was 2 years. I'm talking about his recent fights, like the one against Tommy Fury's.
Was it televised? Was it?
Yeah, it was televised. It was in Saudi Arabia. Yes, it was pay-per-viewed. It was a draw, and the Fury won.
I haven't kept up with it, but
that was this
Jake
year.
Paul, he could beat Tyson because Tyson is so much older than him that there's possible.
Old, like I do not.
Have you seen him? Have you seen his training videos?
Yeah, but he's fighting someone in their prime.
Yeah, I saw a 40-second video. Like we got 3 minutes per round, or what is it?
Dude, I hope Tyson throws a good haymaker. I hope Tyson is in there to humble a young man. That's what I hope. Tyson is like taking this fight, obviously for the money, but like I hope a part of him is in there to be like, I'm gonna give him a good one and just make him rethink a few things.
I think he's still got that knockout power. Like,
bro,
there's a solid.
Tyson's old.
Yeah, but he's still got that strength. He is old.
Can we pull up a training video?
But Jake Paul is in his prime.
Can we please pull up Can we pull up a training video of Mike Tyson today?
But Jake Paul's been fighting for the last 3 years.
Pull up a Jake Paul training video and pull up a Mike Tyson training video today, because I see the shit on Instagram all the time.
Yeah.
I see both of them. I see both of their training videos.
I think it's a closer match than anybody would be willing to admit, because Mike Tyson is so much older.
I don't think it's close at all.
Look, the age thing's a factor. It 100% is.
Pull up a video, dude. Pull up a video and tell me he's moving like an old man. Pull up a video and tell me he's moving like an old man, bro.
No,
I'm not saying he's moving like an old man.
He's going against his prime. He's going against his prime.
How old is Jake Paul right now?
Okay.
He was born in
like
1997, 26, 27.
Yeah.
When Mike Tyson was that age, he would eviscerate this man. But what I'm saying is that extra 20-something years.
Do a side by side. Pull up a Jake Paul training video.
I can't.
Pull up a Mike Tyson
Spencer who can pull it up. I can't do it.
He's doing his best.
Do it. Spencer needs a mic.
See, no, I'm saying it. This shit's wild. I'm not trying to fight Mike Tyson.
Good. Yeah. Okay, but also
I ain't trying to fight his old ass either.
Yeah,
right?
but Jake Paul's been boxing for the last 3 years. He's been boxing.
We're about to see.
We're not gonna give experience points because my man's got it.
Yeah, but he's been out for 20
honestly, this isn't even one of his better ones. This is just kind of. I mean, it's good. I mean, he's still moving.
Listen, all I'm saying is this, all right, is that if I were a betting man, and I'm not, I do sincerely think that I want to see Mike Tyson knock Jake Paul's head off. But that's the thing. Listen,
those handles for triceps.
everybody wants to see that. Though Jake Paul knows exactly what he's doing. He's like, I'm one of the most hated motherfuckers on the internet. Mike Tyson is one of the most controversial boxers of all time who has reformed his career. Mike Tyson probably sees a little bit of himself in Jake Paul based off of the way that Mike Tyson used to be.
They know how to troll to their
it's
advantage.
Gonna be
they know what they're doing. I will give the Paul's brothers that like you don't get to that point by being a complete dumbass.
All right, now show us the Jake Paul one too, then Spencer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, this is a fucking workout video, dude. I want like a sparring like a.
He was just sparring.
Yeah, but it's not.
I mean, he hasn't been in a fight.
I'll show you guys some videos off camera, man.
I think what I'm saying is I think that it can be a closer fight, like just logically. Like we got a man in his 50s who's been boxing for fucking ever. 60s.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, my bad. 60s. We got a younger man who's been doing it for 3 years. All right, and the truth is going to be that they knew what they were doing.
Your motor skills decrease dramatically over time.
I'll show you guys some videos.
He's 57.
57.
I'll show you guys some videos after the podcast.
Yeah, show me. I mean, but here's the thing. I've seen Mike Tyson videos where he's going fucking ham, and I'm like, damn, that looks fucking terrifying. The one where he's in his little teeny tiny draws, he's out here fighting in little baby boxers, but he's still fucking going ham.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty close fucking fight, regardless of what happens. They almost got the same build and shit.
Gonna win, though.
You see what I see now? You see what I see now? Do you see what I see now? Do you see what I see now, Spidey?
Oh. I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch the fight.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be an event.
I believe they're both definitely doing their thing.
It's going to be an event.
If it comes down to endurance, though, Jake Paul might smack.
Yeah, y'all gonna be wild when it becomes a TKO type of thing, when like everyone's still standing at the end, and they're gonna win off of points because they want you to watch the fight to all the way in.
It's fucking rigged, dude. This shit is just. I can't trust these motherfuckers. Like they're born liars. They're con men. Like
that is, I will get for Jake and Logan. I think that's probably the best word to describe both of them, is that they're con men. And that because of that, it kind of makes it turns me off of the idea of them in general, because the thing about a con man is you just don't trust them. That's it. The easiest way not to get con is to not trust them.
It makes for a good movie.
It does. 2020 or Catch 22.
From scams to boxing, like I would watch that growth.
So that's it. And definitely with the crypto shit that he's done, like actual scammers. So like you just don't trust scammers because that's kind of their whole thing. Sweet. So has everybody said everything they want to say about Jake Paul before we move on?
I feel like the final level, I'm not convinced he's a great guy, but I'm, he's a dude who runs a business now. And can't stop it. It's already been built. So like, it's there.
Well,
sweet. All right, cool. Well, for some levity, Tiny Desk. Turns out some of you guys didn't know about Tiny Desk.
I didn't.
All right.
Oh my God, I love him.
All right, okay. Then me and Spidey are going to tell you guys about Tiny Desk and why you should be more excited.
We should.
Is this like a new thing?
No, it's an old thing, but like,
no.
Well, not like super old, but
7 years, 10 years almost.
Yeah. So yeah, it's old. As far
pretty
as
old.
Oh my God, NPR radio.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, they just have a celebrity musician come and just do live music for
NPR.
Yeah,
dude,
Tiny Desk are put on by NPR.
Fucking right. What are they?
I'm sorry, you didn't know?
It was free radio.
NPR, bro.
Yeah, NPR, which is National Public Radio. They are funded through some government subsidies, but mostly through donations from people. Even the government subsidies would technically be through people. I mean, it's our taxes that fucking pay for it. So the highest rated NPR Tiny Desk video right now is Mac Miller from 5 years ago, sitting at 114 million. But we got an Anderson .Paak from 7 years ago.
I'm about to say the Anderson .Paak one slaps.
Fucking wild. That shit is 105 million views. Like, name an artist you fuck with, and I guarantee you they've done a Tiny Desk. Like, doing Tiny Desk is a reputation of things to do.
There's an Indian version of this where it's called like Coca-Cola Studios or something.
Yeah.
And like and they just in a studio making music also.
It's a CCS.
Very similar
if you
vibe.
have a musical artist you fuck with that hasn't done a Tiny Desk.
I think I've seen one with Mac Miller.
Yeah.
He probably did. Yeah, dude, his was good.
Maybe 2 minutes ago I said the most popular one was from Mac Miller. 5 years ago, 114 million views.
I was reading the comments. Yeah, I've seen that one. It's really good.
Christian.
Mac Miller killed it.
So yeah, there are plenty of really, really good Tiny Desks, and the thing is that like when you guys, who's been to a So Far show?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember that So Far show we did at the old studio? It's kind of that same vibe where like it'll pop up in different places, except for NPR, it's there, but the artists come and pop up, and I think it's just a really good organic way to see it. We got the Usher meme from it. Like, and there's a bunch of really cool Tiny
Justin
Desks.
Timberlake just did one. Megan Thee Stallion just fired.
Megan Thee Stallion one is really good.
Yeah.
So anyway, name an artist real quick. Let's see if they got a Tiny Desk.
Man, I'm just thinking of Mac Miller. Glorilla.
Ooh, I don't think she has one yet because she's pretty new, but that'd be nice.
Cardi B.
Does Lil Dicky have one?
Lil Dicky.
Lil
Tyler
Dicky.
the Creator.
Tyler the Creator has a really
He
good
does
one.
have it. It's wholesome.
All
too.
right,
Like,
Pat, give me some artists.
I already know that you said Juvie's already.
Yeah,
on
but
there.
give me some people
50.
ahead and say it. 50? 50 cents to
Future.
Ooh, hold on. Let's see. Tiny Desk Future.
Evanescence.
Evanescence would be wild.
You got Spencer.
Paramore.
Tiny Desk. I'm sorry, I was trying to type Future with one finger. Young Thug did one, but no Future. Sorry, Migos did one.
Migos. Okay.
Actually,
Tyler
the Young
Creator.
Thug and Migos one all looks like they were in their own houses, so it was probably around 2020. Zaytoven did one. Gucci. 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. I figured 2 Chainz. Lil
yeah.
Wayne.
This is good.
Lil Wayne. Ooh,
I'm
think
gonna wear 3 chains.
Damn.
Lil Wayne. Did he? No. He's not even featured on the Juvie one, which is upsetting. So there you go. That's it. Just in case anybody, I guess in my general circle, everyone knows about Tiny Desk.
Yeah,
And it was
everybody
really
knows
wild
too.
that you guys didn't, because it's been out for so long and it's super music. And
I
you
guess
guys
I had seen one. I just didn't know what it was. Yeah.
You start throwing these on and just like cleaning or something. Like it's good. It's good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good background stuff.
As far as like timing yourself, or instead of putting a timer on, I'm just like, all right, by the time this is done, I'm done.
I do when I develop film, it takes about 30 to like 40 minutes, so pretty much one Tiny Desk. So I'll put a Tiny Desk on while I'm working.
Well, that's a 3-hour song. You've been playing for 3 hours?
Eminem.
If I get
Eminem.
there.
I don't. So not a lot of the older folks, but let's check.
Okay, so it's like
Well, Erykah Badu's done.
we
one,
have to
but
think. We have to think 2014 and beyond. Madonna.
Oh, Post Malone's got one. Macklemore's got one.
Post Malone.
Wu-Tang.
Hey.
Hey, how about Pop Smoke?
Pop Smoke.
Post Malone.
Pop Smoke is no longer with us, correct?
I know, but he was around.
Yeah, but I don't think he was around long enough to have been doing a Tiny Desk, even though he was in New York, and I'm pretty sure they do Tiny Desk in New York. No Pop Smoke, sorry.
Aw.
So there you go.
Nice.
Go watch your NPRs because sometimes it's fun. Pat called it boring news, and guess what? The news is supposed to be boring. What if I told you that? What if I told you that if the news isn't boring, that it's probably just entertainment? What if I told you that?
If it's exciting, it's entertaining.
You can learn from the news.
Joe, he's right.
Mob Deep's
like
got
my
one.
news
That'd be fucking
entertaining.
wild. All right, so that's it. That was just a small stopover. Before we talk about Nickelodeon,
Oh man.
Man, they're out here.
watched the
Fucking-
first episode last night,
Yep,
bro.
yep,
Quiet
yep.
on set. I was
Same
like,
one,
this
yeah.
is
Yeah, I
Huh?
did too.
I
too
ain't watched
uncomfortable
it
to
yet.
watch.
I knew about like the whole Dan Schneider stuff for like. I mean, it's been known for years. I mean, again, I'm on YouTube a lot. There's been videos and
you're
commentary.
going to get diagnosis chronically online. You know that, right?
I am already chronically
terminally online.
It's going to be good for my career though. Yeah, dude. It's our childhood was a hellscape apparently.
Yeah.
As a
So, Pat, you don't know. All right, so back in the day, Nickelodeon, right around the time All That came out, did you ever watch All That?
Yeah.
the Amanda show.
Yeah.
The dude-
Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
The dude behind All That
iCarly.
was a
Yeah.
little weird. And by a little weird, I've only seen the first episode, so I'm going to wait to watch the rest of it. He put these kids in a lot of situations that if you're an adult, you understand it differently. You know what I mean? Like a lot of foot stuff. There's
And
a
even-
video of Ariana Grande like really squeezing a potato to try to get juice out of it in a weird way. And then
And she's like, "Give me the juice."
laying upside down on a bed and like pouring water down her face and shit.
and a
like,
lot of gags where like it would be like somebody would get something on their face, basically a like
fucking cum shot. Like people
yeah,
would get gooed on the face. Like there'd be like a
like-
joke where
and it happened a lot. I even
like
remember,
a lot of like to the point where if
The
it
thi-
happens
the-
once, you're like, yeah, maybe.
The thing is, even as a kid, I remember some of those moments. I was just like, that's kind of fucking weird, but I didn't connect it with anything. But I'm just like, like even
Because
as
you don't have that.
even as
So
a,
You
do
don't
you
have
think
that
we're
experience
rotted
yet.
then because we have innocence brain? Maybe it doesn't mean anything.
No,
we
no,
just
No, it definitely
read
means
into it.
something. The adult doing it knew what it meant. And like watching it as an adult, just imagine this. If you had a son or a daughter and they were in one of these situations, you'd be like,
So real quick, and because I know what you're saying, Pat. Like as a kid, we didn't know what we were seeing.
So it's not a
It's
big...
only fucked up because an adult made it and made kids do it.
And it's really the child actors on
So you tell me,
set.
I like this. Don't tell me to take this line away.
We like it. We all like it.
Like
not
us
about-
as kids watching it and experiencing it, it was fun. It was cool. That was Nickelodeon. That's our shit.
You need to
but
know
the
more-
adult who was in control was probably a little weird because he has kids acting like they're getting cum on their faces.
You need to know.
We didn't know
Was he thinking like that?
Yes.
Apparently that's what the
you need to know more of the
documentary's about.
story. It doesn't have anything to do with the content having an influence on us. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with
You can
us.
still like old Nickelodeon.
It's
I'm right there
it's
with y'all's
about
word, bro.
it's about the actors. The child actors were being like put in very weird situations, and some actually got straight up abused. Like it gets worse. Like
It's one of those things where you
worse
don't know it when
worse
you're a
than
kid
Dan
either.
Schneider.
Yeah.
Was this guy called Brian Speck, and he abused
he sexually assaulted like someone.
Drake. It was
Yeah.
Josh.
it was Drake from
That was Drake
No,
Bell.
yeah, Drake.
It was
Bell.
Drake from Drake and Josh, and it's like it's vile. It's like really, really vile, and
And
unfortunately,
whatever fucking happened to Amanda Bynes,
Well-
which wasn't great neither.
and unfortunately, Drake ended up kind of hurting someone also through like it's just like the trauma bill. Hurt people. So it's like with Drake, it's like kind of complicated because he kind of did something fucked up too, allegedly. I don't know if whatever.
I mean, right now we're talking
But-
about what happened to him.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like for him, I both have sympathy and also like you also did kind of a shitty thing. So like, but like it is really incredibly fucked up. Like what happened to him, and a lot of these kids that we kind of grew, especially Amanda Bynes. Like
Real quick, faded
Amanda
epitaph.
Bynes today.
Hold on,
is
real-
just, yeah.
Mark didn't do anything from the first episode that I've seen of the documentary, which is on Hulu. Mark is one of the people getting interviewed. He's talking about shit he saw on set. Like so far, Mark Summers, he was like the dude.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He was the host for like Double Dare and a bunch of
Double
shit.
Dare.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what I was about to say. That guy.
This is Dave Azer.
My bad. Dave Azer, Mark.
This is Dave Azer.
But Mark, none of them have done it. The main people that the light is getting pointed on is
Yeah.
like some people behind the scenes
So you
and Dan
said
Schneider.
Dan
Also,
Schneider, the FedEx and Washington Commanders, old owner, football owner.
probably
Dan
not.
Schneider?
I don't know.
No.
This guy, Dan Schneider, what he also did do,
Schneider-
confirmed, is he had two women splitting a salary to be the writers. He
Yeah.
was like, oh, hey, we're going to need a writer. And he was like, oh, send the funniest stuff you can get. And it turned out to be a lady. He didn't believe women could be funny, even though there was a lot of like shows that they're being written or parts being written for girls. And like, they're going to understand it better.
And then
and he made them split a salary.
and then one of them got fired because she went to like one concert.
Shit, like
That-
on a
that-
weekend.
Their working schedules was like 27 weeks, and like all your time belonged to Dan Schneider. And she had friends over one night and went to one concert, and she was like essentially fired for that.
That's crazy.
But and then the other chick that the other writer, she ended up quitting because she was the only woman left in the writers' room, and it was just like she's like,
That's probably awkward.
there's no way. I mean, the level of like shittiness that it got, she was like, this isn't worth it, and then she ends up suing Dan Schneider and Nickelodeon
And winning.
in a lawsuit that they settled, but then the shittiness just continued.
Of course, they settled. They were done
that's
with
just episode 1. There's like more episodes after that. So like her career ended after that because she got like
She got blackballed.
yeah, she got blacklisted. So she was like, I know that this lawsuit is gonna be the end of my career, but if it ends up doing anything, and it really didn't because
It happens so common
things-
that it's not
That's Mark.
surprising what happened.
Right?
things
sucks.
just got
Yeah, yeah,
worse.
yeah.
But yeah, Dan Schneider was like, he was a creator of all these shows, and he was kind of like the shepherd of everything. It was his responsibility to foster a good and safe environment, and he
did
didn't.
not.
And this Brian Speck guy, he actually went to jail for what he did to Drake. Guess how long?
3 years.
16 months.
I was about to say not even a year. Okay.
16 months.
Hey, let me just-
And, no, and then worse. 16 months, and then he gets out of jail and gets hired by Disney immediately
Yo.
to work on some other show.
Just a real quick to every, I don't know how you would see this or hear about it, but to every Republican that is upset as a drag queen, why don't y'all go find him and have a conversation with him? Don't do anything to
Yeah.
him, but maybe talk with him and just see that, oh, that's like a regular, you know what I mean? It's like you're kind of putting all your energy towards the wrong place. There's a systemic problem going on here where a man can do some shit like that to a fucking child and be in jail for 16 months and then back
16
at working.
months.
Is that even
Back-
punishment?
yeah, from Disney, and Disney was like, Disney eventually got rid of him. They're like, we didn't know. It's like bull fucking shit. You
That
didn't
didn't have
know.
to be like, hey,
Okay,
bro, shit was worth it.
Hollywood
Who's
is
hiring there?
Hollywood is like a few blocks big. It's such a like the people that work there. Once you get in on a set, once you work with a team, you're likely to keep working with those people because it's way more easier and beneficial to keep working with the same people than trying to hire a different grip or a different cameraman every time. So once you find a team, you're kind of in there. And where I'm going with this is like everybody kind of knows everybody. If somebody fucks up in Hollywood, there's no shot that everybody does not hear about
got
it.
blackballed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy should have been blackballed.
So for Disney,
right?
And he was like, nah,
he did his time. He shut the fuck up.
Right, he did his
so
thing, right? Like,
for Disney to be like, we didn't know about this highly
Or Nickelodeon.
No, Disney.
After
For
buying him
Brian
after
Speck.
jail.
Oh yeah, okay,
So
yeah.
for
might be.
Disney to be like, we didn't know about this incredibly highly publicized trial that happened, which by the way, Brian Speck also had like a lot of like supporters and like character letters written for him in support of him.
Christ.
It's just it's just it really puts a stain on her. Man,
I hear that. I'd be like, I hope people got
our,
my back if I do.
They're fucking up our future, and turns out our past wasn't that great either. So it's like, man, you know
What I got left is TheNormies, man.
Hey, let's go,
Cartoon
Tom.
Network. Like,
Steve Bloom, never fuck up, please.
I feel the worst for Amanda Bynes. Like whatever happened to her is just so. Dude, she was a fucking raw talent, dude. Like the way they were talking about it in the documentary, like it was hard enough for a woman to
Get their own show.
get anywhere, and you have a female child that has her own show about her,
Where she's doing a lot of the characters in the work.
showcasing her talents. Like Amanda Bynes was a fucking a force of talent, dude.
Yeah,
Like
one of my favorites.
she was destined for greatness, bro. Like she was destined for like absolute greatness.
But Hollywood chewed her up and spit her out like it did.
She did a bunch of cool movies.
What was that
too.
after? It was She's the Man. What else was she in?
She was
And She's the Man was a little fucking weird.
Hey,
too.
It was.
She did
It was.
that Bank movie with Cody, the spy movie. With
Cody Banks.
Yeah.
Codename Cody Banks.
With Frankie Muniz?
Yeah, Frankie Muniz.
Yeah.
Are we thinking of Big Fat Liar?
No.
No.
What's Big Fat Liar?
Big Fat Liar.
What with Frankie Muniz and is that Amanda Bynes in Big Fat Liar?
Really, she's not in Big Fat Liar.
my favorite Amanda Bynes skit, because
Ask Ashley.
Ask Ashley.
no,
That's
no.
me.
My favorite Amanda Bynes skit was on. I don't think it was on the Amanda Bynes show. It might have been a skit on All That. But I've had ADHD. I've only just recently.
It's Big Fat Liar. It's Amanda Bynes. I mean, I'm not saying it's not the other movie too, but it's also this one.
Yeah, that's
they were
right.
friends.
I've only recently been diagnosed with ADHD, but I've had it all my life, right? So there was this one skit. You guys remember the procrastinator? She was like a superhero. And the superhero was the procrastinator, and people would they would come into her office and be like, procrastinator, my cat's stuck in the tree. Can you please help? And she's like, I'll do it. Eventually. And I was like, I really connected with that. I was like, me too. I will also do things eventually.
Fun fact, in my brain, Amanda Bynes was definitely the girl from Harriet the Spy until like recently when we were watching and they were like, Dawn is Harriet the Spy. And I was like, I have my people confused. All right, so.
Wait, who was Strange World of Alyssa Mack?
Alex Mack. Which once again, some more weird shit.
It was weird.
Right? Every time she gets gooptified, she loses her fucking clothes. She has to be half naked behind the thing. It's fucking weird, man. Just saying. And here's the thing too, before we move away from this. So the parents, they're interviewing one of the parents on set, and she was like, yeah, I just didn't want to like say anything because I didn't want to she was like, I didn't want to like ruin her chances in Hollywood. Like, I don't know how fucking Hollywood works. She was like, I was there, I was watching, we were talking back and forth, and like this girl got a really big birthday cake, and Dan Schneider went off on her about how big the cake was, and her mom was like, I didn't want my daughter to like lose her career because I said something, right? So she was like, I was being low key, and like
she was also the only black actress on
yes,
set.
right. Which I hadn't got to the point where they mentioned it yet, but it was floating around because she was like, he really favored Drake and Amanda, and she was doing good. And I was like, I forgot that girl was on the show.
She was good too. She was. I think she was like not. I mean, Amanda Bynes is Amanda Bynes, but like she was a good like supporting cast. Like I remember
you
her
gotta
being,
wonder if it's also because she
could hold her own
to show her talents out front. And
That's true. That's true.
And Amanda's parents really did put on for her too, to a point where they like literally like kind of like winding her. They said like winding her up and like letting her do her thing. Is like you gotta watch out for them too. But the thing is that like with the one parent, like she said that shit, and it seemed relatable to me at least, where she was just like imagine, let's go back to Whiplash. Imagine you're a parent and you have a coach that's coaching your kid, and they're being kind of hard, and you're like, I mean, the kid's kind of there for it, and like I'm just there to be supportive, and like you're looking for where the line is, but sometimes, especially in the moment, it might be really hard to tell. Like you jump in, like there was a parent who went to a kid's school and like yelled at this other kid because they weren't doing something about it, but it's like, when are you crossing that line, and when are you like overstepping bounds, and when are you not doing enough? Like I feel like that's a line that probably moves like daily, and like this shit's got to be fucking hard to keep up with.
It also changes with how much, like, I don't want to say how mature the kid is, because kids in Nickelodeon had no idea what they were doing. The parents are looking at it kind of like a little strange, but also my baby's about to make some money and they're gonna be famous. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
Whiplash. He's in college. You're an adult.
Yeah,
You don't be treated that way. Fucking don't do it.
What's crazy is like by law they were supposed to go to school, but I think like kids on that set like they only went to school for like 3 hours a day.
Damn, boy, even Lil Wayne went to school.
Huh?
Homeschool?
I mean, essentially, yeah. I mean, like by law, like kids. Here's the thing: as fucked up as things were then, like there were still laws to like there were
Child
some
stars.
there were some parameters put in place where like certain things need to happen. But with all the commentary, people like on YouTube talking about the Dan Schneider thing, they've been comparing it to like think about YouTube. There's nothing. There's nothing. So all of these
Ryan's
kids,
toys.
yeah, all of these kids getting famous on YouTube, and all the kids that are involved in these like family channels. There's nothing protecting them. It's a fucking lawless wasteland in terms of like how kids get famous on YouTube. So you can only imagine like what's.
But you only get famous on YouTube if the kid wants to be famous. Like it's not someone else is gonna be forced the kid to be.
Well,
like,
you say
create your own
that.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, but when it comes to like family vlog, like family channels, like they very much exploit their children. Like the recent 8 Passengers situation. Like she was she's a family channel, fucked up mom. She's in prison now.
Yeah.
One thing led to another.
Like beating their kids
she's in
something
prison
like
now,
that. Yeah.
You know? And her kids were terribly, terribly abused. And it's just like, even as fucked up as things are in Hollywood, there's laws, but obviously things are still fucked up. But like, I can only imagine what some of these kids are going through on YouTube.
And this moves well into the next thing. But before we finish it off, like there's a thin line between letting your kid do what they want to do and exploiting them. We saw that episode of Boondocks where Jasmine wanted to run that lemonade stand for the pony, but she ended up getting exploited, right? And so like Ryan's Toys is, I bet you that kid has a great fucking life. And I'm not trying to shit on Ryan's Toys. I'm just giving an example because he's the most famous kid. His whole thing was him opening up toys and playing with it, right? And like, sure, that's super fun. But when the days when Ryan doesn't want to work because he's a kid, because he doesn't want to open toys because he's tired of it, like, how do you know the parents are like, oh no, but you should, because it's bringing paychecks, right? It's work. Like when a kid, there's a thin line between kids getting to be kids and like doing fun practice work things for fun, like a lemonade stand, and like being like, I'm sorry kid, like you're in a fucking industry now, right? Like, you know, where's your time to be a kid? Where's your time to do the stupid kid, like having that amount of responsibilities that early on?
Here's the thing is, if the kid's goal was to be a YouTube star or to make this, like, it's like you also got to teach your kid commitments. Like you can't like, this is also a commitment. Even though you want to do some other things, you got to also do this because like this is a commitment. That's also a teachable lesson. So like, if the kid wants to be a YouTube star or wants to do YouTube and says, hey, one day I just don't feel like doing it, I don't want to open up any more thing, but the parents be like, hey, you should do this because it's a commitment. You have commitments.
Let me pose a scenario to you. Your kid is 11, 12, and they get mildly famous on YouTube. Doesn't matter what the shtick is. Let's say sports for some reason. And fuck, man. I'm sorry, I got distracted. What was I saying?
Kids famous on YouTube, 11, 12.
Let's say they get like famous. They're like up to like 100,000 subscribers or whatever, and they get like somewhat famous, but now all of a sudden they don't want to do it anymore. But you as the parent, you're looking at the numbers, the money's kind of going up. You kind of see what it can be if they just keep going. But now your kid is like, I do not.
That's a different story. The kid just like if it was one day of not wanting to shoot versus like, hey, I just don't want to be in YouTube anymore. That's a different story. Like I'm just done. Then I understand the kid. The kid has to be right to be done. But if it's like, hey, I just not feeling about doing this because I want to go play with with somebody today, and I don't want to do this because I don't want to open up toys because I want to go play with. There's a commitment issue. Like you got to, work on your that's a commitment thing.
But would you so you would be okay with your kid like pivoting, even though they're like,
if my kid was 100% done with the channel and they don't want, then I'll be okay with it. Unless if they were like, I just don't want to do it today, but I'll do it tomorrow. Then no, that's a commitment issue.
But they're a kid.
That. I'm also thinking like, dude, like that kid's not going to want to open toys his entire life. Like,
yeah, right.
There's a cap.
There's a cap.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna end, right?
Hopefully,
Like,
the parent realize that too.
yeah, like he's not gonna be 30 years old popping to. Well, we do unboxings.
You say that, but here we are. Anyway, I mean, look, it's once again that line. It moves. Like there's a difference between a teachable moment about commitment. Also, it's age appropriate too. If you have a 4-year-old who's like, I don't want to do it, then fuck,
like,
cool.
you get in there and you open those fucking toys.
Writes about commitment. Little Jessica, and she's like, bro, I'm 4. I just started going potty. I have no commitment to anything.
Smacking bottles out of her head.
It's not gonna work for him. All right. So look, speaking of which, we're gonna talk about poor things. Poor things.
I want to talk about the ending already, but yeah,
we're gonna work up to the ending. So for anybody, as you guys know, we like to do. We're a movie podcast, and we're already running late. We're gonna keep on running late. So I'm gonna give you a rundown.
Poor Things is podcasts are just longer now.
Poor Things is a 2023 film directed by Yorgos Lanthimos and written by Tony McNamara.
Tony Chopper.
McNamara, based on McNamara. Thank you. Based on a 1992 novel by Alasdair Gray, a co-production between Ireland, the UK, and the United States. The film stars Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe, Rami Youssef, Christopher Abbott, and Gerard Carmichael. It focuses on Bella Baxter, a young woman in Victorian London who is brought back to life via brain transplant and embarks on an odyssey of self-discovery. Woo! So, my question for you is, well, we're just going to go through. So, first things first, how did you feel just about the movie in general, the overall vibe? Your overall, 2 to 3 minutes. How'd you feel about it?
I thought that this movie is like if Wes Anderson had a bad trip. It kind of had that kind of sort of somewhat of a whimsical element to it. It's really, I mean, there's a lot of things the movie is trying to say. I think there's like multiple messages in the film, not just like one overall one. Aesthetically incredible. The use of the fisheye lens was awesome. Like they only used the fisheye when like things were like
super weird
off, or like the character was having this moment of like not understanding, or just like a sudden shift in emotions. How the music, I really noticed the music when she was kind of wandering in the city, when she was like eating sweets and stuff. So she's in the streets and it's like sunny and the music is like really whimsical, and then she goes into the alleys and the music turns very unsettling, but then we see another peak of sunlight and the music becomes whimsical again. It's just like the level of detail was just like very, very well done. It's just a very well shot movie. And it's basically just another spin on Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
And you motherfuckers watched it on your phones. Beautiful, gorgeous movie.
No. I only watched the last 20 minutes on my phone.
Okay.
I watched
my phone is gorgeous. If
it's this close to your face, I guess that makes it an IMAX.
I watched it on TV.
Yeah, I watched it mostly on a TV.
I watched it in the movies actually, but I saw it on TV too.
It was long, but honestly, it didn't. The length didn't bother me.
It's because they break it down in the parts. But
yeah,
I like how they did.
Pat, what about you? What was your overall feel?
I liked the movie. Wild and weird, definitely wild. Not what I expected. The concept even more wilder. Having, well, we'll go into it, but like just having your own daughter's brain in you now. You're living through your own daughter. It's fucking weird.
I mean, I think the old girl was dead. It's just
you have your daughter's brain in you, and now you're using your daughter's brain to control your body. It's just fucking weird.
I feel what you mean.
You know what I
don't want to
mean?
get into the weeds, but if your brain's not in your body, it's not you're gone. She's dead. What was her name? Vanessa.
But
Vanessa's
your body's still your
dead.
body. Your body still has memories. That's muscle memory.
It's all
they call muscle memory for a set reason.
Not muscle memory.
No,
but
that just means that she's gonna wake up and be good at push-ups or something. But like, it doesn't have to do with
like her.
You're not entirely wrong, because like there has been cases of like organ transplants where like the person that got the transplant, all of a sudden they have like there is some evidence to suggest that other cells in our body retain memory, but it wouldn't be like vivid memories where you like
most of you is your brain.
It wouldn't be like you recall events and stuff.
No, but like it's still your child's brain. Like your child, like your body. Like if I was her and I was giving, like she's giving pregnant to the child, I bet you her body knows her child.
You know what I'm trying to say? I think of it this way: like the way I think of a human is that I am a bunch of little electronic circuits inside of a squishy meat thing in my brain that's controlling like a robot. Like my body is being controlled by my brain. It feels really weird to think about it out loud. Like if you ever watch Power Rangers,
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's Attack on Titan.
My brain is the Scout Regiment.
Yeah, essentially, right? Like it's Attack on, like you know when you watch Power Rangers and they get inside of the robot and they're doing the robot.
Yeah.
The little dude is the brain, the robot's the body. That's how it is. So if you take the dude out and you put a different dude in, it's all different. The outside shit's the same,
but that dude did not created you. Like I'm talking, the mother also created that baby.
Yeah,
and her body. So her body
it
is
literally doesn't matter because when the baby brain is put into the new
adult body,
it is then just the brain developing again. So
the lady is gone. She's out of the
there's
picture.
No more
but
mother.
I'm guaranteed the body remembers
It
something.
Does not.
I don't think
That's
so.
why she.
That's why she can't walk.
We're getting lost in the weeds of like the wrong talking.
But you like it.
You're so.
But
right.
it was a lot. The concept was weird, but it was a cool concept because I like the kind of concept. Like it's weird. I really liked the movie. It was good, and I guess we're gonna talk about like the messages. I understood the messages because I took a women's sexuality class way back then, so I understood like back then like women not allowed to have orgasm was a bad thing, and that was just fucking stupid shit. So I knew about that already. But and then like back then, women not even allowed to like figure themselves out, like learning their bodies, which was stupid but too. Okay. So I already knew that kind of stuff. So like, I already knew that messaging, but it was just too cool to see her go through it because like I guess you never see anything like that. But I will say this: it was a little too long. It was entertaining throughout. But there were times, man, I'd be like, like I feel like. We were from point A to point B. We could have got there quicker than some of the things because like there's some things could have probably been taken out. I feel like.
So then, before we talk about that, let's get a Spidey standpoint. Spidey, how'd you feel?
Same, yeah. I like the movie. It felt like Midsommar.
Okay.
It felt like it's like between. It's an amazing film and a play. Like everything felt like it was on a stage or at least on green screen. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, it was definitely.
I like stuff like that. Like
it was really good.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks great. Sets are beautiful. Watching her basically progress through becoming an actual adult, like there's always that moment where, and I remember this because like when I was younger, we had a friend who was messing with this dude, and we were just like, "That's bad news. It's not gonna end well. This is stupid. You shouldn't do this. Fucking, are you stupid? Like, what's going on with you?" And she was like, "Let me make this mistake. This is my mistake to make. This is my thing to do. I want to do this," and it's opened my mind to the aspect of that. Like, people have to grow on their own. They have to go through these things and experiences to actually become who they become. And she did that. And at the end, she is living her fucking life. Like, she's got her drink. She's got her ladies with her. They're chilling at home. Got her little dog over
She got
there.
her mans.
Yeah, right.
Max McCandles.
I was hoping though she was gonna take God's brain.
That's what I thought too. But she just let him die, which I mean,
he wanted to go. He was ready.
Yeah,
but he'd been in that new body flexing like,
without having to.
Right.
That fucking bird.
That was weird.
The bubble, yeah.
Hold on, Surge, you haven't finished watching this movie. You are aware we're gonna spoil everything, right? That's weird. What are you doing
here? I wish you guys could see Surge sitting here rubbing his balls on.
He's so comfortable. He's balls deep in his love sack over
He's
here.
over here naked for no reason.
Okay, well, since he's not listening, which I totally 100% actually believe. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, he wasn't. He's not there.
All right, sweet. So, before we talk about,
I wanted to say something like you said, making your like learning you're making your mistake. I think though, well, I don't know what you call someone who's like the woman in charge of a sex harass. What do you call them?
a madam.
Madam.
Yeah.
She said something to her. It's like, where you're at right now. This is horrible and it feels horrible. But once you get through this darkness, like the light, and then once you get to the light, you won't be mad about. You actually appreciate it because you went through it.
Yeah.
So that's what like you were talking about, making mistakes.
It's wild because yes, it's good, but also like. She's just trying to get you to whore more.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I don't understand why she bit her afterwards. Like,
she's fucking weirdo, man.
Right now?
So, all right, before we talk any more about the movies, because I do want to talk about what we think the themes are, and I do want to talk about the character. Actually, we'll talk about the characters, and then we'll talk about the themes, because I think characters lead to theme.
I would also we should get like a guest appearance for a female perspective in this movie.
See, if we had the headphones, I could call in Marquetta. Shelby's not here today, and Rana hasn't seen it. But what I was gonna say. We might be able to get another. Beautiful. There he goes. There's a shot of what he is doing. So cool. Pat has said that he thought the movie was a little too long. My question is this: what parts do you think could have been cut out?
So,
because a lot of people say nowadays that, oh, movies are super long. And cool, if you have that argument, then your counter argument needs to be, anytime on this entire podcast anyone says the movie's too long, you got to tell me what you think they could cut.
I feel like the end, like the boy
with Alfie Blessington.
Alfie Blessington, like we could they could introduce him and everything, but because like
the original husband,
like I think that was like a 30-minute or 20-minute scene or a story thing. Like they could have sped that up. Like they could have showed us that he was an asshole in a quicker move, like a flashback. We also kind of knew he was an asshole because she killed herself.
Yeah,
that she had a shitty home life. So obviously there was something shitty at home going on.
And when he was like, he pulls out a gun and he's like, "I'm afraid of the help."
We already know.
I fear an uprising.
Yeah, it was like, bro, already.
Yeah, we already know he was an asshole. So like. Obviously, we're just trying to showcase like to make him more of an asshole. So I get it. I guess I'm picking that because I was at a point where like I was hoping the movie to be over when she was already with the first person that she was supposed to be with. That they were walking together. I was like, that was going to end right around there. But then
it did.
We got Alfie. So that was like we already knew there was a shittiness to it. So bring that back into it.
I think it was just proper form. Like it's the beginning, the middle. Then we've got that.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that because like but I think they did it that way because of what Spidey just said. It's just like they're trying to show pockets of the story, like it's her journey one piece at a time.
I think so.
I think it really just comes down to the structure of the movie, but I don't disagree.
Oh, less than that, I think so. For story, it's her last big test, right? Like the whole important time of the story is discovering who she is, right? But she has a unique situation where she used to be somebody else, and so she needs to address like who she used to be, right? Before she was in this body. Essentially, she has amnesia, right? So she needs to address what her old life was.
She meets her dad,
right? She needs to address what her old life was to like interrogate that, and it's also about Bella's interacting with all these different men. And Alfie would have been her previous husband, like one of the most influential men on like who she is. Literally drove like the life that she was living with him drove her to kill himself. So like. I feel like for a story, if the story would have ended with her walking with Max McCandles, people would be like, oh, but what about like the ex-husband? Like, don't they all live in the same fucking town? Like, he found that body. Like, it raises questions. So you have to interrogate that. But also, like, for her, like, it's her final test. Like, cool, you got all this. You know who you are. Let's take a brief look at your last life to see if that made any fucking sense for you. And, like, just having those conversations with them. And on top of that, her other arc, aside from just discovering herself, is not being cruel anymore. Yeah. Because like she was a kid where she had like a kid brain. She like she squished the frog, right? She's like, oh. And then as right there on the boat when she's talking with what's his name? Fucking Harry Astley.
Yeah,
his name is Harry Astley. While talking with him, she's like, the world's cruel. And she's like, I don't want to be cruel anymore. She's like, I don't want that cruel. She's like, I see some of that in me. And like, I don't want that. Like she's making an active choice. And so she gets back with her fucking ex-husband who is cruel by all definitions. And he's like, you used to like this shit. Like you used to be cruel too. And she's like, I don't want that for me. Like, I don't want to see that in me anymore.
Oh, she used to be like, so she was an asshole too?
Yeah. He said we used to love doing shit like this.
We have to take his word for it. But yeah, I mean, it's very well possible.
I thought she was just being abused the whole time. And she was through like.
It seems like she took part in that a little bit at least.
I think that.
Because I thought that's what she killed herself.
It could be. It could be.
I was about to say, her going off to jump off the bridge makes it seem like that maybe he was just doing it. Yeah. And it's one of those things where because he was just pulling a gun out on anybody.
Yeah.
And he was even like.
So does it look like I'm done with this pheasant? It was like, bro.
Like,
right? I was like, damn, bro.
When he put it on her, he was like, sometimes the women, they get to talking too much. And you know,
you just gotta pull a gun.
So like, I felt he was an abusive person to her.
Oh, he definitely is.
I don't know if she was cruel, but I feel like she had to take part in the cruelty through her silence. You know what I mean?
It might have been like just a complacency thing.
So, my whole thing was like, I know she didn't want to be cruel, but I think what she did at the end was cruel to put him into like another animal body part thing.
Yeah,
but that's cruel.
I feel like he had it covered.
He had it covered. 100%. I was 100%. I was always hoping he was going to die or something like that.
Yeah.
But he had it coming. But like, that is also where.
And even funnier is no one's gonna go look for him.
Yeah. I mean, look. All right, so if that's a whole entire different question. One, I feel like he's just regular dead, and like he tried to cut her clitoris off. Like, what the fuck you think? You go mutilate somebody and not catch her straight?
100%.
What? So the fact that experiments like that are even possible. What do you guys think about Willem Dafoe's character?
Oh, cool, because this is perfect because we're about to talk about characters, and the first one is God, aka Godwin.
It's crazy that his name is God.
His name was Godwin.
It's Godwin.
The whole time I was wondering.
Okay, I was like, she keeps calling him God. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
But I mean, he's also playing God.
Yeah, he's playing. That's why I said that's crazy. Like he named himself
So-
And he
that.
passed on everything he knew to her, which was also
We,
pretty cool.
we get little snippets of how his father treated him. I
Yeah.
think like
Always bad.
I mean
Yeah.
I guess like you have cool medical knowledge, but it just
But
feels
at
like,
what cost?
it just feels like a cycle of abuse. It just feels like generational abuse.
It's like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
wasn't a kid. He was an experiment. Like it was
Yeah, his dad like
Yeah.
burned his
life
genitals
of
or some
science.
shit
He
like that.
branded his
genitals,
Yeah.
bro.
He nailed his
Made it-
thumbs down.
His dad was Brian.
So his dad was performing experiments on him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why when he burps and it's that weird bubble.
Yeah, what? They never addressed that. What
Yeah,
was
he
that?
did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
What was
they
it?
took
Mike.
what was it they took out?
Some gastric stomach words that we don't know
Yeah,
because
he
we ain't
took
science
something
people.
out, and
His stomach acid. They took his stomach acid.
and it turns out you need that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why he.
That's
has
why
to-
when he's eating, he has to
Blah,
be.
blah.
It's pumping stomach acid into his stomach. I guess I don't know.
I don't know what the hell is doing. It's some weird sci-fi
And
shit.
curious that's where the tumor was at the end.
All right. Oh yeah. Right. He was
Right.
like, oh no,
Probably
no,
that
close
machine
me
was
up.
like radiated. Or
Yeah,
something.
right.
So yeah, like yeah, the character of Godwin, I feel like he's kind of, you think he's gonna be the villain, right? You're like, oh, this is a dude I'm gonna want to hate.
Yeah,
And then by the
yeah.
end of it, he's like, man, he's like,
He was
I
just a
got
father.
He's like, I got feelings
Yeah.
for her and shit. He's like, I fucked up on this experiment. Like, I care about her. I gotta go let her live her life.
I'm glad he let her go too.
Yeah,
Like,
I did,
'cause
too.
I also thought that it was just gonna be a bottle.
Yeah, he's just like I saw the locks on the windows.
Yeah,
like he's just gonna
yeah.
lock her up the whole time.
went in there. She hit old dude with the chloroform.
yeah.
He walks in and is like,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's time
So
to
then
go.
we'll talk about her home life because I think that part where she decides to leave is like a pivotal moment. That's right before the movie switches to color.
So William, dude, the stuff that happened to his face, did his dad do that to his face?
we can assume
So was
they
it-
never
no, no,
say.
no, what, was it put together from other body parts?
We have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Like they never say. You got that part. You got to assume on your own. But we definitely know it's probably his dad.
I like to assume that this is Frankenstein all grown up after he's done all of his Frankenstein stuff. And
So
then he
Frankenstein is.
this is the old school monster.
Hold on.
Well,
hold
no,
on.
no,
The old
Come correct.
It's Dr. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's monster is the
Yeah.
monster. The
Okay,
monster's
yeah.
not named
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. It's
Yeah.
the doctor's name.
So-
What
God
did we
damn it.
name the monster?
Frankenstein's monster.
It's just
So,
monster.
so
It's
the
just he's that
monster, the monster is
guy.
the doctor.
He deserves a
What?
name.
The monster is the doctor.
No,
are you talking about?
No, I.
I don't
So,
know.
like, he
this
just
is-
said that- he
his-
said-
he
he
said this
said-
is his idea.
Yeah,
he
I'm
said
talking about
he said
something
he
His
said
head
Willem
canon.
Dafoe is Frankenstein. He said Willem Dafoe is Frankenstein. So in Frankenstein, the Willem Dafoe a monster because
No.
Frankenstein the doctor created a monster, right?
The monster is
Yeah.
not named
Yeah, no, I'm
Frankenstein.
just putting two different things
Frankenstein is the name of the doctor that created the
Dr.
monster.
Frankenstein
The
made a
monster that
monster.
you
The one
know.
with the bones.
Yeah,
The
that,
Yeah.
his name is
Those
not
aren't bones.
Frankenstein.
Those are bolts so that he can get electrocuted.
Yeah, his name is not Frankenstein.
His name's
That's
not
that's
Frank-
just the
okay.
That's
monster.
just what we call him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the
He's known as
costume says
But yeah,
That's what the costumes say.
I mean, it follows the same kind of story beats as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein because like Emma Stone would be the
Okay.
monster then because
It was created.
in the
Yeah.
books, if I remember, it's been a long time. I read
Well,
that
hold on.
shit.
Before you get to there, there's a very important point to point out. You see, if Frankenstein made the monster and the monster's like his son, his last name would also be Frankenstein. So it's a misnomer, but
that's
you know.
true.
thank you, internet.
That's true. That's true. So
But all right, What are you-
in,
Emma Stone would be Frankenstein's monster, like in this context.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
book, I think Frankenstein, or I mean, the monster also kind of gets away from the doctor and goes out to explore the world.
Yeah.
And learns vocabulary a little bit at a time. It's basically the same story beats, and actually, there's a very, very good portrayal of Dr. Frankenstein and the monster in Penny Dreadful.
Yeah?
With
Okay.
Ava Green, I believe, and
I've seen this.
oh God, what's the guy from Lucky Number 11 and The Faculty? He don't act that much anymore.
Yeah.
Because he's a writer.
Fuck. No. God.
Well, anyways, he's in there too.
He was the invisible kid.
Penny Dreadful, really really good show. But yeah, I mean this is not beat for beat Frankenstein, but it's definitely just like a different take on it. It's like if I don't even remember what happens to Frankenstein's monster at
Well,
the end of
let's
the book.
not focus. So let's talk about these characters. But yeah, Max McCandles, the good guy. What do you guys think about Max?
Is he a good guy?
He was a little too complicit, too quick for me. On
Yeah, I don't
something.
think he's a good guy.
I-
Like he wanted to marry her right off the bat without really knowing her or anything like that.
Yeah.
He says something great where he's like, when she's like, he's like, we're to be wed, and then she's like, oh, cool. Well, then like, touch me. He's like, no, I don't want to take advantage of you until after we're married.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
bro,
Still weird.
what's your
That-
take?
I think that was the part of the movie where, like, this is where I would love to get a female perspective on this movie because, like, I think just like Emma Stone's, just her being like this, kind of a baby in the beginning, just kind of this, person that's incapable of taking care of herself or making decisions for herself or doing anything for herself. That's how a lot of dudes like think of women is like they don't have autonomy to live their own lives. We must make the decisions for them. Yeah. It's good for them if we like that's
Tell me if you've heard this before. Old dude wants to get with a young girl, right? Bro, I'm 50. I'm trying to get with a fucking 20-year-old. They don't even know shit yet. Like, they need to. I want to get with them before they.
I don't think it's like that. Because I want to get with young girls more about the young girl.
Sure, but I think a lot of dudes are like, young girls are naive.
Somebody.
Young girls don't know about like the dumb shit of the world and like I can be there, like I can guide, like I can help, I can be that person. When Max wants to be with her, it's because like he has all the power in the situation. He's like, she's hot. She don't even know how hot she is. Like I need to be with her before she starts figuring out how the rest of the world is. I need to lock that shit down. I need to marry her before she can start putting ones and twos together.
It's kind of like when you're with a fat girl first before she gets skinny, and when
I want to say yes. I don't know why. I didn't.
Like when she's in the workout phase before she gets really skinny. You want to be there
before she knows how hot she is.
Before she gets done working.
Because it's a power dynamic thing. You're like, oh, she doesn't know that she shouldn't be with me. Right. I'm trying to get in there. No, I see. I see where your brain's at.
It took a second, but you know what?
You're on the other side of the planet, and once the planet spins all the way around, it's gonna catch up to right where you just. Well, I get what you're saying, but it's the same. It's that same vibe, right? Like there is a power dynamic there, right? Because like for whatever you want to say, and I know how you feel, but I'm just gonna put it up there. If you want to be 50 and be with someone who's 21. I don't know that person can be all the way on your level. That either means one or two things, and this movie I think kind of shows it. That either means that person is super, super, super mature, or you are very immature. Yeah. Because once we get to the homie, fucking Duncan Wedderburn, one of the most immature fuckboys of all time, bro.
Yeah, I want to dish on this
one. Hot too.
I hate him.
He came in on fire.
I liked him in the beginning.
He's a grabber by the pussy kind of guy.
Straight up.
Yeah, he came in with some pizzazz, man.
What are you gonna say about him, Pat?
I liked him in the beginning because I thought he was going to like free her from like the Frankenstein and like all like he was going to show her the world because he was treating her nicely
because he wanted something from her
and then.
She broke this man.
Yeah, he told her because she was falling for him, and he even said, "Don't fall for me. I'm the best lady you're gonna have. We had the best."
See, here's the thing,
right? He was on the fuckboy shit. I was like,
I don't think she was falling for him because they were fucking, and she was like, "Wow, how come people just don't do this all the time?" She's enjoying the sex, and he's like, "Don't fall in love with me. You've been thrice fucked by the best." And it's like,
she's
bro,
like,
you really feeling yourself?
He's like, "Well, even I have my limit." She's like, "Okay,
right."
Fight.
So okay, all right. So we're gonna talk about Duncan, and then we're gonna move on to two more characters, and we'll talk about Bella. But yeah, I think Mark Ruffalo 100% brings it. Like his everything about him,
especially knowing the type of person he is in real life. Like,
yeah,
you know what's wild? I didn't even recognize that as Mark Ruffalo, and I was
the Hulk, bro?
It was oh my God! Why did I keep thinking it was fucking Pedro Pascal for some reason? That was completely different.
I was just blends into his role.
I see him playing that part too, though.
Yeah. But no, like his whole character. So he comes in and he's immature as shit, right? And that's why he's hanging out with this girl. And he doesn't ask any questions. He reached his contract and he's like, "I'm gonna fuck this bitch." That's it. Like I'm in there. Like I need to see what she looks like first because the contract sounds like this shit might be wild. And he's like, "I'm trying to steal you away. Let's go to Lisbon." And he just like he's there to fuck her, but he wants to control her when she leaves. And he's like, "You disappeared." And she's like, "I didn't disappear. People can't disappear, can they?" She's like, "I went on an adventure. I went to go learn. I went to go explore for my fucking self. I went to go do something for me, by me, with myself." And he's like, "But I wasn't included. Like what the fuck?" Like.
So you can't just go out there without.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and then straight up, then put her in a fucking box and take her on a cruise ship.
So yeah, what do you guys think about the homie though? What do you think about?
Why he put her in the box?
So she would have denied going on the boat because she realized it was a trap. She was like, "You're trying to trap me." She even brings that up like multiple times.
I get it. You know, he's that person. He's the person you date when you're just like, this is gonna be bad, but that's what I want.
Yeah, hey, no, when you just trying to have some fun.
Just, yeah, exactly.
You're just trying to have an adventure.
Yeah,
until it stopped being one. I think so. My favorite scene. Spike, yeah. My favorite scene to jump story a little bit with him is the one in Paris when she's like, "I thought you would rise to this occasion." And he's like, "No, where's all like?" Paris. He just like
when it was snowing.
In Paris, right? Yeah, when it was snowing. And then he says one of my favorite lines of this whole fucking movie. My favorite lines. He's like, "You hoard yourself. That is the worst thing a woman can do."
That's stupid. I don't get that.
And it was like because for him, it's like it's property.
She made money.
For him, that's his pussy, baby.
Yeah,
Nobody
but she made
else's.
money, and the money bought a clothes for them to eat and a place
But
to
it's
stay.
also hypocritical because he's claimed to sleep with hundreds of women. So,
Yes.
like he's
For
also
free.
a whore.
yeah, he's a
is.
whore, but he don't get paid for it. He's a dumbass.
Exactly, and this is why I'm telling you. Look, I've been a young man before.
Oh,
Okay, and like I have felt that, like, damn, you've been with other dudes,
And then-
and
and
like you
then-
get that, you gotta. I feel like
But
some
then-
people don't, some people do. For me, that's something you gotta grow past because like she is her own person.
Yeah.
she's allowed to do her own things.
Well-
and they weren't even together. So like, really, they're just friends.
what was colder is the response to when you did say that, and she was like, "We're the means to our own production."
What'd she say?
She's like, it means term protection. She's like, damn it, thank you, bye. Yeah, boy.
He was like, yeah, when he was like, you hoard yourself is the word. She was like,
Yup,
and from your
sure
tone,
did.
you're gonna tell me why this is bad. And he's just like,
Sure
because
did.
it's awful, and it's like, but like.
And that, the real life thing is like, OnlyFans and like giving the control back to the people that want to do that. Like
People get angry.
I mean, it's good. Like people are independently taking care of themselves, and it's safer to some degree. I'm sure there's a lot of like creepy stalkers out there, but there's not like fucking
Someone like controlling you.
Yeah,
like
I
You
mean,
get to cut out a lot of the
there
middleman.
there's still a lot of women that are getting preyed upon by men that are just like, hey, you should open up an OnlyFans and then give me 50% of the cut because I'll manage you,
Right?
because, and
the
it's
pimp
like,
was the middleman, and we
and it's
got
like,
around him. Now
it's like you don't need to do that. That's the point of OnlyFans. Is like it's yours. So you can,
What I think is just the way that he approaches situations in the movie, I think is great because like it does remind me of like teenage me, like who's like, I have these opinions. I have like, your lady is your lady. Like there's something about society that just you want to think of people as property, right? Like because they're like, oh no, this is my person, it belongs to you. Like I can protect you, I can do this and that, and then like eventually. Well, for me, like you meet a woman who's just like, no, like I can do all shit on my own. Like you can be my guy. Like we can be cool. Like we can, but like you don't need to protect me. I can protect myself. I don't belong to you. I can do my own shit. I can go my own places. And you're like, okay. And like that starts to change because like everyone has someone in their life that like is their own independent person. That's probably a woman. We're talking about guys here. And like you got to be like, oh, like I see that, right? But then I think some people get older and when they're like, oh, like would you want? Well, I as a father to a daughter and I have a wife, like this is how I feel. It's like, no, they're just people. Like I understand that you feel that way, but like also like you got to come at it as like, oh, they're people and they probably want the same people shit you want. And like she is treating fucking Duncan like Duncan treats other women, and he like
he can't handle it.
He can't.
He broke down and went to the mental
real
world.
quickly becomes the
I'm going to the
bitter
casino.
ex, like,
He pulled his hair.
I'm going to the casino.
I will
She just
say
said,
though,
"Go
I will
home."
say though, he did have like all the money being gone. I would be frustrated with that. Like Kurt giving away all the money.
Yeah, I mean,
I would be frustrated about that.
especially
Yeah, because
that
you
shit got
robbed me now,
stolen.
woman.
Right?
That shit got stolen.
It did.
Gone.
They were
no,
just like,
hold on, no, 'cause to
she just
piggyback
handed
off
us
of-
money. Holy
And
shit!
then I wish you actually gave it to the poor people. She gave it to the worker. I was
Yeah.
like,
Well,
you know,
Swindler still.
again, she's
still
still
naive?
naive, and so she has like faith in people to do the right thing.
So we're gonna talk about Bella, but before we do, let's
Which
talk
about
about
if people just did the right thing, if we could just
Altruism.
trust people to be honest.
Before we talk about Bella, because that's where I want to end it at, because it's her story, and we've been talking about these dudes a bunch. I want to talk about two people super quick. Just Martha, and Martha's whole thing was like, people in society can change. The older lady on the boat.
with the black guy.
Yeah. So Rick Astley is like, my bad.
And that black dude is
Harry
like a
Astley.
really funny comedian.
He's like,
he has a show on NBC.
he was like, the world is cruel and it will be cruel, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can't get hurt. And that's his philosophy, right? He's a bit of a nihilist and he's a fucking cynic. And then you get Martha, and Martha's
I
like,
kinda fucks with that.
Martha, yeah, we know. And Martha's like, the world can change and people in society can change. And here's the
I
thing,
fucks with that too.
is that to a certain degree, like Bella has to choose which one of those ideas, because like at that point in the movie when she starts reading and hanging out with them, the sex is gone. Like where she's gotten to the point where she's like, well, like I've experienced sex and it's kind of run its course for right now.
Turns
and
out
like,
mental stimulation can it's
Yeah.
it's no orgasm.
but like they
have
talk.
you ever read a good book? Have you ever gotten to the plot twist and you're like,
So that's it. This is those because I think that really is going to shape the framing of what Bella does after that and more. So anyway, Bella, young Bella, what do y'all think?
She's a lot of funny scenes.
Yeah,
yeah,
she
One her
was
development
really great
Actor.
acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just from her when she was being like childlike to growing up, you could see in her mannerisms it evolved, like
Even
how she was
facial expressions.
Yeah, like it was like even the vocabulary she was using, how she was saying the words, and like the like in the beginning, like the way she was walking compared to how she was walking at the end, to be able to like do that gradually, it is fucking crazy. And her facial expressions when she was just it was a great actor.
Towards like the end of the movie, it was almost hard to understand what the fuck she was saying. Like, you got to break a dictionary.
Yeah, right.
Because she's just popping off these words. I'm like, yo, 5 syllables in each word. Like, chill out. Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's basically what I said earlier. Like in the beginning of the movie, when she's like totally a baby, you can just see all the men around her just being like, "This is what just making decisions." Even what was the good dude's name?
Max McCandles.
Yeah, even him
names are
and
silly.
God are just like behind closed doors, are just like, "Yes, you should marry her." And I'm
Right.
like, oh, maybe I will. And it's just like no decision making, no autonomy for her whatsoever.
She won Best Actress in a leading role.
She did.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well
Good shit.
deserved. Great.
Good shit.
Who was
Great
the,
acting.
They did it again. They did another girl.
Oh, they did it to what was her Fiona?
Felicity.
Felicity.
I thought that was Gaia Weiss for a second, but it's not. I don't know who
what was
she was.
Felicity's how did she become ill, and how they
Oh, well,
they
I think it was the
did-
same thing where they just
It didn't matter. They were just trying to do it again.
Probably just went back to the bridge. I mean, I'm sure there's
Right.
more than one body
Not the
there.
old jumping bridge.
The old
The view from halfway down.
Oof.
But they gotta find another brain though.
They won the best act or best set design, and I think possibly best costume. I need to double check
That
on
makes
that.
sense.
But so
Yeah, the clothes were huge.
I think Emma Stone's character kills it. I think it's about like her journey. If you take away, so a lot of people on the internet kind of got turned off by like the whole like baby thing, and that kind of kept them from like going any further. They got like uncomfortable and was like, oh no, I think I get what this movie's about. Like I'm not here for it. It's on some Lolita shit. That I don't really think that that's the case. I think it's like we need to give you the setup to see this person's journey of self-discovery and how essentially the men in her life are like trying to keep that from happening. They're like, well, you should do this, you should do that. And I love that like God was like, well, you can't keep her. And she's like, if you keep me here, like my insides will turn rotten with hate.
Yep.
Like I'll fucking hate you. Like you can't do this to me. Right. And he was like, okay, like recognize it and then let her go on her own adventures. I'm married to a very nice woman who moved to Turkey when she was 21 by herself, and I think she said her parents were pretty fucking upset about that. She was like, I'm moving to Turkey by myself to go do some things. I just need to figure out life. And like,
I wish I would have had the balls to do something like that, dude.
and like I feel, a lot of people being like, oh no, like you can't do that. That's dangerous, or that's this and that. And like I think, just like we said earlier, you gotta let other people fuck up on their own. And I feel like we don't do that for dudes, right? Like if a
What do you
dude's
mean?
like you got guy friends that are young and they're like, I'm gonna fucking date this shitty person. You don't like no one's trying to save their guy friends from like the ills of life or anything like that.
No,
We're like, no,
making a joke like, don't put your dick in crazy.
Yeah.
right, yeah. We gotta let you go out and do that. But for like women, we're like, no, you shouldn't be with him. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Everybody knows some girl who was dating some fuckboy. It's like I can understand that why. And it's like, well, he's probably the best.
Maybe she
laid
wants
and
a
all-
fuckboy for that period.
Yeah.
She's a fuckboy era.
That's what did she tell him? She was like, you're nice for right now.
Yeah.
Like I chose to be with you for now. Like this isn't forever. So yeah. I think that also the costumes are fucking super crazy too. And I just think that her being like super sexually forward, that like we don't see that a lot in like a lot of women characters, especially the main character. And I think that makes people uncomfortable. Like,
And I like the way they approached it because it was just very, I don't know if pragmatic is the right word. Like there wasn't, from her point of view, there wasn't anything like necessarily sexual about it. It's just this feeling that she discovered, and it was just like very practical. It was like
yeah,
for her, it was just like
It feels
yeah,
good. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It wasn't necessary. Like it was just very. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys got it. Yeah.
There's a means to an end.
It was a unique way to approach like a heavy amount of sex in the film because
Yeah.
there was a lot.
there is.
So you guys weren't uncomfortable in the beginning? I'm talking about the beginning sex when she was a kid.
I mean,
Yeah.
I thought about that periodically throughout the movie because even at the end of the movie, like that, like if we're talking about the brain's age, I mean, I would imagine. I mean, the thing is, she in the beginning he said she's learning 15 words per day, which is like a lot. So I think there's like some acceleration going
There
on.
is, yeah, definitely.
kinda- 'cause,
She-
like,
she learned at accelerated
I
rate.
think they added that to counter that point because if they didn't, then even by
Which
the
is why she reads a lot.
Even by
Yeah.
the end of the movie, she's still technically a kid. So like I did think about that, but I think I don't know.
They mentioned that her brain and her body are out of sync, but her brain she's like growing
Brain's
and learning,
catching up.
yeah, rapidly and faster than anybody else. Even if you wanted to give it like an age, I feel like by the time she left home, which is still, we're looking at you, Indiana, and the rest of the world, like maybe 16 or something like that. Like she's old enough to be like, this is what I want to do. It's one of the decisions I want to make. And
no, I think when she left home, she was still like, I mean, she was still like putting,
12.
she was still putting words together.
I thought she was like 10.
I mean, we're talking about like
10.
The way her first day in Lisbon, she walks around the streets like by herself, gets lost, and figures out a way back home.
She was young then.
I couldn't do that at 10. We're trying to assign an age to.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter because the movie is giving you what it's giving you, and I feel like. How old were you guys the first time you went out and did your own like first thing by yourself? Like you're
probably like 10 or 11.
What?
Yeah.
Running around the neighborhood?
No, I'm not talking about around the neighborhood. I'm talking about like she traveled by herself. She went to Lisbon. I'm talking about the first time you went from where you fucking live at to a brand new place.
Like by myself, probably
like without your parents.
Honestly,
you go with friends.
Actually, I traveled with myself.
Life, probably like early 20s.
I mean, I'm thinking like mom dropping me off out of state at an aunt's house and me hanging with my cousin.
I'm thinking of me like my parents dropped me off at the airport and I went on a plane and then
Okay, see that
probably like 18, 19.
You never been on a plane?
Not by myself as a kid.
Oh, okay.
So I was
wild.
My parents
just do that.
When they put you on a plane when you're how old?
I was like probably like 8 or 10. Yeah.
My sister did that.
Okay, well, I was thinking.
That's so crazy.
And then I went to like, I mean, like I would.
You went to other adults though, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, the first time you did a fucking trip by yourself and was like, I am going, like I have made this decision. I'm going to this place.
17.
Yeah, well, that was probably like
17, and you went to Kings Island.
I went to Kings Island. It was after prom.
I was probably like 15.
Okay, 15, 17.
I don't know, like probably around the same.
All right,
like
cool.
18, 19.
You get the point. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I think the movie's trying to tell us. Like this, she's made a decision to go out of town. Like
she's going off into the world. She's a teenager.
So and this is not really about the movie, but I studied biology and stuff like that. So I'm trying to like think about like how like this could like if this could be even possible.
Oh, I don't
like,
think so.
So like I know it can't because like when you put her, she was in an already middle like aged woman and baby brain and middle aged woman. Like the brain is the thing that tells to create hormones. So like, how is she like dealing with? Because she has no hormone create.
It's sci-fi.
Yeah, I think you're
trying to see like is it actually possible? Probably not.
Yeah, because there's no way because the brain and the body has to be the same age. Otherwise, it's impossible.
If you look at it literally, it falls apart.
Like the size of the brain in the head, and then
it would just rattle around
of like actually waking up and having full vision, having all of your senses like. That intensely, I feel like it would definitely be.
It's like putting a very small CPU inside of a much bigger computer.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the themes. Let's talk about the end, and let's wrap it up. What do you guys think the theme is? What's the movie trying to theme at you? Or what themes did you pick up?
Be bold, get out there, be great.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of.
I got a lot more of a
coming of age.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's the genre. Yeah, it's self-exploration. Like it's just
So I remember Shelby telling me this was one of her favorite movies for the year.
Yeah.
So I was trying to go into like what we like. The perspective, like Shelby's perspective, and the movie. I never thought of me of coming of age or something like that. I was thought of a woman's perspective, like how we shunned women the past so long, and it's taken a movie something like this to show us, like, hey, this is all okay. It's not a bad thing. Like, women's suffrage was a real thing, and it took a while to get there. And I think this was because, like, I think this is a period of women's suffrage time, anyways, right?
Victorian era. I'm not too sure when women's suffrages were. I think about around then.
Yeah, it's kind of a future retro theme because you have like flying.
That is true.
They were on trams. They were on rails.
Not flying, but like I mean, it has like a future retro kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, it's touching on that. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I think it's about self-discovery. The suffragettes were mid-19th century, so that was, I believe, based off of their outfits, they look mildly Victorian. So yeah, around that same time, I think it's about control. I think it's about Bella and her interaction with all these different men and how they attempt to control her, but she wants to be her own person and do her own thing, and how each of them responds to that. Max responds the best, where he's like, she was like, I hoard myself. Men tend to be really, he's like, I'm just kind of jealous of the dudes who got to spend extra time with you, right? He's like pretty chill on it, right?
Wow.
But he's also an asshole for agreeing to marry her off the bat.
Yeah, he waited, though. He did his thing. He waited. She came
back. But he wanted to marry her.
He had corporate. We got corporate, bro. He didn't
That's true. What he knew, based off of the first words he ever said about her, like, he was like...
That's a beautiful...
Yeah, right? Like, he says that shit, and then Months later, he's like, "Can we get married?" Like off tops, yeah.
Honestly, so I thought Max like he's a lesser shithead, but he's still a shithead. I feel like the Mark Ruffalo was a shithead. The Alfie was a shithead. The only person that I thought wasn't a shithead was the God.
God,
because he was a shithead for doing the whole thing, but he changed his tune and like allowed her to be who she was. Like he wasn't set in his ways, which is a good
but
thing.
Also, he was unapologetically himself and still being the doctor and kind of the father figure, but was just like, this is still an experiment. Yeah. And now she has to go out and do those things. I'm glad she's at least writing letters so that I can watch her grow as she's going. But like,
he showed a lot of growth. Yeah, because I didn't expect any growth from him.
So I think it's about those interactions and about what those men want from her. And I think the reason why the Alfie character at the very end, when he literally says like, my life is about grabbing territory, like, because he worked for the army, like he probably went out and got different spots. If it's the British Army, we know how the British were with grabbing territory, and he was like, you are just another piece of territory to me, just like these servants, like you are just another thing for me to own and have and keep. And like she was like, okay, like, so I think it's about, because those different interactions really like grow her as a person, and you see her like the way she talks with people and thinks about it, she's very nonchalant because she's still learning, and she's like inquisitive and shit when she's like, and he's like, I'll shoot you in the fucking head, and she's like, in the back or the front, like inquisitively, and he's like, well, in the back to assure that you are leaving and I'm not being rash. And she's like,
you're being serious.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Like I'm gonna leave here. Like you know what I mean? Like she was like, I get that you're trying to trap me and it's flattering. And
but
like,
she's at a point where she doesn't care because there's so many people trying to trap her.
And we think of women as trapping men more often than not, right? Like, oh, bro, she's gonna get pregnant, you're gonna be trapped there forever. Like that's the kind of language that we fucking use. And like,
yeah, you're right.
Seeing that she's being like, I get that you're trying to trap me. Like I'm not here for that. So I really see it as like women's liberation, but also like through a journey of sex too, because like coming of age is, think of American Pie. All right, dudes, all of them wanting to fuck. No one gives a shit. It's not a fucking problem, right? The movie's horny as shit, right? You get this, and when she's like, "Yeah, I'm coming of age. Like I'm a young teenager. I'm out here. I'm fucking. I'm doing my thing." And then when she starts using sex for her own growth, when she's like, "I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna do this because I want to." And like I'm gonna fucking do it, and even like has suggestions to make the whorehouse better, and the lady's like, no, that's not how it works. Because the whorehouse is still, it's still a bit of the old like the hierarchy shit. She's like, some of these dudes like it that you don't like, and she's like, that's awful.
That was
but she's like, I'm still gonna
too.
get this fucking money. She's still making her own choices, decision, and that's when the men, mostly Duncan Wedderburn, hates her the most. Yeah, is when she's like, I'm using it for me.
How many francs is it gonna take you to let Gollum smell your hair?
Bro, the Gollum dude was
what the fuck was that? That wasn't even needed,
right?
What? That scene we could have taken out.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
there was a random dude who crawled on all fours and he looked.
Oh yeah,
what the?
We didn't need that.
What's your prize? How many francs?
How many francs? It's gonna be more than 30, baby.
Let's keep inflation in mind. We're looking at Victorian rates.
There's not enough physical francs created out there for me to give them
a lot. The answer is a lot.
I'm sucking it.
I'm sucking it,
bro. Oh, and the dude who was like, I'm gonna bring my sons to the whorehouse.
That was weird too.
Get this. Marquetta was saying, she was like, she knows of people like in Turkey who would be like, when they turn a certain age, their parent, like their dad would be like, you should go to a whorehouse. Like
that's fine. That is fine. But
that's
watch your dad
by
fuck
yourself. I feel like it's kind of my dad sponsoring my trip to the whorehouse. Feels
that's fine though. That's not.
It's not as weird as
not.
I don't want to go see my dad fuck somebody. Me take
notes.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's fucking weird, man.
And he did terribly.
Yeah, he did, and he would not even let her talk.
She finished it. Yeah, she was like a finger in the ass or a slight.
And the funny thing too is that the dad isn't teaching like these kids like, or this is like I think a meta commentary. Like he's not like, hey guys, I'm going to teach you how to like pleasure a woman, right? Like I'm going to teach you how to make it enjoyable for
he just
both
wanted
parties.
His kids to watch him fuck,
right? Yeah, he's like, I'm just going to show y'all how to fuck, and it's like, bro, like it's deeper than that. But then I do think like I was raised by, there were dudes around me who were like giving me advice about women, and it was all shitty. It was never like, hey bro, let me tell you like how you supposed to treat a lady and like really like sensually get her off. And be like, look bro, what you gotta do is hit this shit from the fucking back, raw little nigga, and then when she stand up, it'll fall out of her because that's how it work. And
gravity, like, bro, she can't get pregnant because of gravity.
Like straight actual advice, being like, bro, you know when a girl get wet, that's when she came. So you know you got her off. You could do whatever you want after that. And it's like, what? This is all bad information.
If it's dry, it's something wrong with her.
Right? Yeah, right? So like
you grow up like, I don't even think you niggas was getting pussy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So I mean, I think I get that. And it's just kind of I think it's a good movie that if you can get over the weirdness of it, like it's got a lot to say. And
it's a great movie.
Also, we should mention we're 4 dudes talking about fucking women's liberation movie.
That's why I was like, I think we need a guest star on this one. I feel like
I don't think we did too bad.
Yeah, no,
but I mean, I'm a dude.
Look, we're on the right side of misogyny.
Misogyny.
Yeah.
I probably have like remnants of like misogyny in me that I still need to kind of like.
Yeah.
You know, we all have moments.
I got some. No, I don't. I don't have any exes that I hold like remorse towards, or like hey, I just don't think about them. Kind of doing that. I think about it like. So I guess it's all current day.
I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm doing.
I think
trying.
we're all doing pretty good, but you know,
we're all trying. I think that's what's important.
There's always you could always do more, but I'm doing what I'm doing.
I think that's what it is. It's just like self-awareness. It's like you just have to be like.
I'm about to have a daughter. I'm gonna sleep eventually and like free. I'm like, oh no, you can't wear that. I guess I don't know.
So yeah, you're going to be what kind of dad are you going to be? You going to be like
Because
a progressive dad, or you going to be like a sitcom dad?
Am I gonna be a progressive dad or a sitcom dad? Those are my 2 choices.
Yeah.
Progressive.
Are you
dad.
going to be a Full House dad or a Roseanne dad?
Full House? I think is
Full
the
House
answer.
dad is
I
better.
think that's the answer.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen a lot of
Are
both
you
of
going to
them.
be a Seventh Heaven dad or a?
Seventh Heaven is a great show. Shut the fuck up.
Shit.
The Seventh Heaven dad did some things.
Yeah.
Did he?
Oh.
Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Man, he was my father figure. Stop doing this shit to me,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be a good dad. It's kind of dad. I'm a good. I'm just gonna. I don't know. I guess. I hope I'm gonna be awesome. I don't know. If I had $1 for every girlfriend I had that says you remind me of my dad, I'd have $2.
Are you gonna be Mr. Feeney or was it Feeney or Freeney?
Feeney.
Feeney.
It's Feeney.
Mr. Feeney
used to watch the
or
I'm gonna eat this microphone.
I don't know who's another comparison to Mr. Feeney. I guess.
Mr. Cooper.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Hang with
I'm gonna be Flex Washington.
Hey.
Flat out.
Flex Washington.
All right, y'all. This has been the Talking Normies podcast, where us men have all discovered that we're feminists.
Are we feminists?
Getting there.
I think so.
I mean,
I think there's
So,
some feminists
if
out
I'm a
there who
fem-
would
so
say
I have a
we are
question.
not.
You got a ways to go.
So, but I think if someone's a feminist, that means they cannot like guys at all. Like you cannot like.
That's what you think
No.
feminist means? I'm asking you, like, truthfully.
because like I feel like if you're feminist, that means like guys are bad.
No. Feminists think that women should have equal rights amongst men. So we're all feminists, right?
That's it. That's the lane. That's the
That's
lane.
it.
That is it. I
That's
thought that was
Being a
like one or the other. I thought like
You
you only
invite
like
some
some
extremists
but
on
also
each
being a
side.
feminist is when you're amongst your guy friends and they're saying some fuck shit to be able to be like, yeah, I don't know about that. I think that's kind of some fuck shit.
That's probably the best test of a feminist dude. If you're hanging out with your dudes and one dude's just like, man, these fucking bitches, these hoes, they fucking loyal, man. Fuck this shit. Just on some real beside you, like,
Yeah, but what did you do? Like,
yeah, right? I'm like, I hear that from you, and all I could think of is that maybe.
I had a moment like that recently. The conversation from that end started with, "Hey man, you ever heard of red pill?" And I was like, "Okay,
yeah. So, he's like, where am I?
What's red pill?
go on."
Kicked up real quiet. Said, I'm
and
ready
then-
for you. Just
and
meant
then,
that
and then we went on it. We went at it for like 45 minutes.
women's about to be evil. Some point in time in this conversation is coming. So anyway, yeah, what the people want you to think is that like if you want to be a feminist, then it means that like
you gotta hate men.
you gotta hate men. That's not the case.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
want women to have equality.
But isn't that,
I would like the person that I fall in love with to
have the
also-
same rights as you and to be the same social level as you.
and make the
But
same amount of
it's
money.
not just about rights. It's also about like the
Society.
It's also about just like the toxicity that exists among men when they talk about women or how they perceive women or their value in a relationship or like what women are supposed to do.
Women
or,
hate to be
like,
called females.
Like
Don't
it's
call them
just
females.
there's a lot of
They do?
nuance.
Yeah,
it's
they do.
it's not
I
just
never
like
heard that.
it's not
It's
just
been
about
used
rights.
as a derogatory term long enough to where it has become something that
Of
is
a-
offensive now. Like,
Damn.
Like, you know how
Why is it?
females
Why is
always
it?
be-
Why
it's
is
always
it? Why is
used
When
it?
you're about to ask a bunch of dudes, you should probably ask a woman.
it's also always used in negative connotations.
Because I
I've
think it's just
spoken to a
like,
woman about it. Like
I think it's the way it's probably the inflection. Like man,
Dehumanizing.
These females don't know shit, man.
It kind of makes them sound like
that
an experiment that you're
cattle.
doing.
Like,
yeah.
So
these
the last thing
females out here, you know, like
to give you a real quick juxtaposition, there are plenty of problems in men's world, And a lot of those problems also come from men. Like a lot of the problems that men have is because of patriarchy and shit. We just don't see it that way, right? Just like in the white supremacy world.
Specifically from Red Pill.
Yeah.
What is Red Pill?
Hold on. Well, we don't have the time.
Yeah, we don't have the time, bro.
We'll tell you after and then we'll bring it up.
No,
it's we don't have.
We literally don't have the time, bro.
Let me throw a bow in it real quick. All right, so just like in white supremacy, a lot of problem that like white folks have in that shit is because of white supremacy. You know how you can have black pride and that's not racist, but if you have white pride, it's racist. It's because like,
damn, you're right.
Because like, so it's the same thing where someone's like, I'm a feminist. You're like, oh, that's cool. But if some dude was like, well, I can even think of, I'm a men's right activist. You're like,
yeah, I'm here to support men. It's like
right?
we're already winning.
We were already doing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Like that we have our own issues, and it comes internally from also men. Like that's kind of, you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that there can't be shitty women, and I'm not saying that there aren't feminists that suck. What I'm saying is that like if it's a pyramid of gender, we have placed ourselves at the top, and so for us to be like, I'm looking out for men, it's like, but we're already good.
Pretty much already looking.
Let's turn this shit to a square.
So then fuck this. And I the reason why I don't agree with like me saying I'm a feminist because I thought it meant that I can't agree with male. I can't be liking guy. Like I
That's
can't.
kind of
like
what the
men.
mainstream media wants you to think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
You can
then
keep everything you have. Just want everyone else to also have it.
Yeah,
yes, I'm a fucking feminist.
That's it.
yeah, we did it. That's all I really wanted Pat to say. Now
next
we've done
week we should take like there's got to be like some there's got to be a BuzzFeed like are you a feminist?
Are you a feminist? Okay, well we'll
like,
take it.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna do
Next week we're doing BuzzFeed test.
Next week we're doing are we a feminist?
Well, yeah. Stick around for the raid, and for anybody who's still here, we're gonna be watching High School Musical 2 for the last movie of this month.
Because of Pat.
We'll see you guys there.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh.
I'm so
Yeah.
That's the longest one we've done. That's an hour 47.
I mean, should we discuss that? Because I feel like longer podcasts are honestly good.
Hour and 2 hour podcast.
No, or we can just adjust our schedules like you guys just get. I mean, we can stick with the 10 o'clock. We just go from 10 to like